hustle every day, cause paper, I need more. I got what you need, so call my phone and bless your order. Bitch better have my money like Rihanna or guitar. And I got a dream like Dr. King, I need a tour bus. Gotta hustle every day, cause paper, I need more. I got what you need, so call my phone and bless your order. Bitch better have my money like Rihanna or guitar. And I got a dream like Dr. King, I need a tour bus. Niggas talking shit about a bitch, I give two shits. I'm the lion of my empire, call me Lucius. Why you worried about my old hustle? I'm on new shit. Making $1,000 every day, you don't do this. Like it or not, I'ma be real, rich or not. And I'm keeping it hot. I'm in the streets, stay with a clock. And it's fuck what you thought. Let's say the op, then fuck with a top. Scott, up in the trap. Mighty growth off of your top. That's for sure, but it ain't for sure. Keep it on the low. I get dough, but I need more dough. Keep it for the low. Niggas broke, that's so comical. Once that llama show, bustin' niggas start to cockroach from that drummer roll. And I gotta hustle every day, cause paper, I need more. I got what you need, so call my phone and bless your order. Bitch better have my money like Rihanna or guitar. And I got a dream like Dr. King, I need a tour bus. Gotta hustle every day, cause paper, I need more. I got what you need, so call my phone and bless your order. Bitch better have my money like Rihanna or guitar. And I got a dream like Dr. King, I need a tour bus.
Thousand after thousand and it all get rubber banded. Stay away from Elliot Ness, I hustle nothing handy. If you from my hood, you know them haters, they can't stand it. Nigga from my clique, come up shorty, reprimanded. Your clique be so deep, but it be mostly all them suckers. Nobody in your whole clique got a Benz, you fucking sucker. Why you on the block if you ain't serving to no clubbers? Take 2 bricks and chop it down and give it to my brothers. Bag that shit up and get this money, cause when you broke, ain't shit fun. You wanna be clean, fuck looking bummy. Stack this bread, move about the country. Them haters gon' do what they do. Hate on me, hate on you. Made a meal back in '02. Look at all the bullshit I've been through.
I gotta hustle every day, cause paper, I need more. I got what you need, so call my phone and bless your order. Bitch better have my money like Rihanna or guitar. And I got a dream like Dr. King, I need a tour bus. Gotta hustle every day, cause paper, I need more. I got what you need, so call my phone and bless your order. Bitch better have my money like Rihanna or guitar. And I got a dream like Dr. King, I need a tour bus.
Can't be the same, being in the rain. I know my mom's ashamed, nor happy with me. How I got up in these streets is kinda accidentally. Make him feel the pain, hit him with the 50. That's the Curtis Jackson. 9 milli, leave him bleed, now he need a napkin. Shit happens, cause I'm from the hood. Came up selling crack, trying to make the judge. Didn't read my books, and didn't like to read until I went to jail. For assault one, feel like I was in hell. With gasoline jars with no water either. Cause I wanted more stripes than the zebra. Tryna have big moves like chicks with big boobs. I've been a winner, I don't know how to lose. Living my life, even though I don't live it right. My cost of my life, it got me underground at night. But this is my life. Hey, I remember stealing Word Up magazines. Grew up, started emptying out magazines. Got a chauffeur, now I'm riding in the limousine. Now put me in that double XL magazine. Been through a lot of tough days, long nights. I was built to be strong, so I gotta fight. I'm trying to be made and probably have a made. And get hella cake, no birthday. Seattle's my birthplace. Chop edition every day. Where you gotta stay strapped or get your life took away. Murder rate getting hot, so a nigga getting hot. Forced to get up on my knees and pray to Lord that I don't die. Got my grandma in the church, cause these streets is getting worse. My brother got hit twice, but he's still up on this earth. My grandma's prayers made a difference, but I'm still up in this life. So I make the best out of nothing. This is my life. Yeah, this is my life.
Get it, Buck City in the room. What up? What we doing? It's early, man. It's early. Wake and bake. Salute. Everybody tap in. Let me see. Dickie Foster in the building. Bub Johnson in the building. Salute, everybody. Smash that like button. Let's get it. Let's take over today. It's Tuesday. Tough Guy Tuesday. You know, it's always a tough guy on Tuesday. You know that. If you don't know, now you know. Tough Guy Tuesday. Will's in the building. Salute. Hey, Happy New Year to everybody. You know, my motto is to, if it's like a resolution or something you're trying to get going, start that shit the year before. But for those of you that waited to the new year to give it a go and get some shit going, you know, there might have been a conversation that you had at the end of the year and, you know, you're going to get some shit going. See what it is. Switch up the team. Sometimes you got to switch shit up. Everything that wasn't working in 2024, you know, you might want to run that same playbook, but you might not. You know, that's real. You might not want to run that same playbook back. It might not be beneficial. You dig? You know, the mag is out. The magazine's out. You know, you could text me for that info. Text me for the info all show long. We're going to hit the post office today. Drop off those last ones of the 2024, and then we pushing it into a whole nother year, you know. So let's get it. Let me see. Melee, I see you, brother. Bloodthirst. Eclectic Divas, what up, brother? DB and Dave, the XL Bully, salute. Crockett, what up?
Derek Lockett, what up, brother? Salute everybody. Smash that like button if you can. You know, it helps the algorithm, pushes the video farther. It pushes the video where the video wasn't going to go before. If nobody hits the like button, I mean, I've seen streams with one guy in the building. I got in there. It was two guys. I still supported. I hit the like button, commented, you know, all of that helps the algorithm. Even after the videos are over, going, starting conversations on the comments, you know. You do a little bit of research, you figure it out, man. It's all artificial intelligence. Not like somebody there gatekeeping, right? Let me see. Salute everybody. We in here. Supreme, I see you, brother. Oh, Supreme, he said drop the link. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit you on the because you know it be going too nuts. Let me hit you on the back street with the link. Yeah, I've been doing the back street, you know, links. I just don't want it to get crazy. You know what I'm saying? It be getting crazy up here, man. You know, Sir Kennels, what up, brother? Lot Boy, what up? Bank Statement, what up? Oh shit, Bank. See? Hey, we get our monetization back. We don't monetize. We're bad at that, man. We gotta get better. That's all. We're gonna get better. Let me get over here. Get over here. 7/8 live. I'm a little early. I gotta start doing my 6 o'clock my time, so I ain't bumping into my bros' time. You know, we can get it in. I'm gonna get some shit going. I'm gonna talk to 7/8, see if I could get that morning traffic and then boot everybody over there. You know, that might be advantageous, you know. LDBC, salute. He probably got a bunch of guys that's waiting on his show. Let me get in here. We ain't monetized. Let me get that monetized on. Appreciate you, brother. Bank. Let me see who else in here. Casino Life, what up, brother? You know how we do. We up in here. Live your life, dogs. What up? He said, gotta start somewhere. You damn right. You damn right. Art Cobb, what up, brother? Salute everybody. Salute everybody that got the membership popping. The membership, it really it keeps it going, man. It keeps things into perspective. You know, it a channel with more members, it gets more favor in the big scheme of things. You know, they feel like, you know, this channel's got a lot of movement. He's got a lot of people that are members, so it must be a good channel. That's how they look at it. It's all artificial. Trust me when I say that. Get that in there. Get that in there. I think the girls is leaving. Hey, my kids, they skiing and everything. They doing shit that I never did. I got a video of Junior. This guy's 6 foot tall, skiing down a fucking mountain, bro. Snowboarding, not skiing. Snowboarding. That's some crazy shit. Like you couldn't get me up there. I'm not riding that lift. I heard somebody fell off the lift and broke their arm. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Anyway, I dug up this old ass wake and bake. We'll wait now. Let me roll up. I just want to hear this joint. This is some old shit. It says like 2019. So it'd be interesting. Let's get up in here. Let's get up on this motherfucker, man. A few topics. It's pretty much open discussion, though. Whatever y'all want to elaborate on. I can't answer everything. Some shit you just got to figure out on your own, man. You know, it's the name of the game. It's only fair. You know, some things are better off experienced. Hey, some things are better off experience. Okay. It started raining. We had all the weathers today except for snow. We had a little bit of rain, a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of clouds. A little bit of dogs barking. Man, I got some hot little motherfuckers, man. After dinner, smoking my weed. I want to talk about paper dogs versus non-paper dogs. I put up a post. You know, I just want to see if people got a few topics they want to bring up, chop up, or you can hit my inbox with a topic if it's something that maybe you don't want to post. You know how the teachers do back in the day. I think we had a sex education class. You put a little piece of paper in the little basket. If it's a question that you're too scared to ask. Only one way to learn. Paper dogs versus non-paper dogs. What y'all think, man? I think it's self-explanatory. I mean, I'm gonna address it, because it was requested. But Herkerville, that's a good one, man. Herkerville. That is a great topic. There was a pup off for him for sale about 10 months. And I didn't buy him probably for the reason why you put his name on here. Good topic. Mike T, paper dogs show me more value. They show more value. That could be true in this day and age. If you got two working camps, I mean, let's say, it's because I see a lot of, I don't see, everything, right? But I'm sure there's a lot of non-working camps. So I would agree. If it's two non-working camps and one had papers, one didn't have papers, I would agree that the one with the papers probably holds more value. Let me see if I can get on here. Yeah, I trade and take different blood. Two non-working camps. Hey, man, salute everybody in the building. Himmy James, I see you, brother. We getting it in, man. We just slow walking it today. Smash that like button. Got all the info for the mag. You guys can share with your people. Let them know that we're trying to do something positive. We the most hated on YouTube, man. We're just trying to do something positive. That's all. Melee, what up, brother? But I'm really not after the blood. I'm after the good dogs. Out of that bloodline. I was talking about, we talk it all the time. I got partners that's active. I got partners that's non-active. I got partners that haven't been active for 20 years, So I get different point of views. I'm not just one-dimensional. I get different point of views. Yeah, it kind of adds legitimacy to the breeding also. Boston Lynch, that's a good point. It's like a notary. It's like a notary, not as much as the DNA, I would think, but it is like a little notary paper. For working camps, the dogs on the ground. I don't know what the conclusion was to this, the papers versus non-papers, but at the end of the day, man, there ain't no significant line of dogs that just did just great things in this world and just, gonna go down into the APBT Hall of Fame and shit like that don't have fucking documentation, don't have papers, bro. We can stop this, all these dudes with no papers and shit. If there's no paper dogs, then why don't they skyrocket to the top? And yeah, there's probably been a dog that, didn't get the documentation or, whatever, but we're talking about in general, a bloodline as a whole. There ain't really nothing that nobody cared that much about that accomplished so much that they didn't care to get the documentation or at least go through. Like, even if, let's say I didn't have a dog for 2 generations and the dogs turn out to be world-class dogs, at that point, I will go back to the guy the original source and do some research and, we'll try to put this thing together. Maybe he might be interested in getting some of that shit. He see it's doing real good. He probably don't have it no more, and we can figure out what it is. Maybe it's somebody in the middle that didn't pay something. It's always something, but most of the time I'm going to say that in the real world that these dogs are going to have papers, bro. So I don't know where I was going with this. It's kind of old. Well, shit, this is about what, 5.5 years old or some crazy shit like that. That's crazy. It's under pressure, not the dog on the paper. I got papers. This was before YouTube also. I don't think this never was on YouTube. Dogs ain't registered. Yeah, a lot of times it's a hassle. It's a paper trail. People want them. I will say that. If you're actively selling them, or people want their papers, man. I get a text every day. Sometimes I forget. I get a text every day. Somebody, they want their shit, man. It's a process, though. It's a process. It's all about $1. They want that single registration money. You register your dog. They want that all that money. Shaheed, what's up? Especially if you show a registered kennel. Yeah, it tell you it's good. Now it doesn't like the terminology, the square, or whatever that means, or if you could read between the lines, of course, the dog under pressure, not the pedigree. The pedigree ain't under pressure. It's the dog. That's true. Or when it's asked to perform a task or a hunt, it's It's definitely true. The papers, yeah, it has absolutely nothing to do with it. But is it that hard to keep track of it? Like you got to think about, and the old timers ain't shit. You know, I was talking to one of my partners. You know, they hang in papers recent days. Old timers, you know, like they ought to be ashamed of themselves. You know, they hanging paper. People's hanging papers out here. Old timers, you ought to be ashamed of your damn self, man. How dare you? If you could put the address in the Cash App comment, Positive Dog Man, that will work. But a lot of times people don't do that, so I just tell them just to text it to me. Either way, I go through all my social medias, everything before I hit the post office. I double, triple check, make sure I ain't forgot about nobody. There's a couple people that, like I said, didn't get the thing. I'll post that. I'll probably put it in my community, or, you know, I'll find a way to get a hold of them. But if you do so, yeah, just, you can text me or do the Cash App thing. You know, we'll figure it out. Let's get in here. I might rewind it a little bit because I got to take this garbage out. You know, you got to be woke. Know what you're getting. Hold on to what it is. If you feel like that's it, you know, hold on to it. If you like it, hold on to it. You know, you're not gonna go through your life and just have tons and tons of stuff that you like. You know, rather if it got papers or not. That's my thing. You know, if it's some good dogs, you know, who cares if it has papers? You know, I will still keep it. But you're not just gonna, you know, run around and just grab anything, you know. It's gonna have to show something, some type of value. Selective breeding. I got a little list, I wrote it down. Selective breeding. Most don't know what it is. You know, like I said, I don't know. Whoever want to jump in, just hit the button. I'll throw you in there. Yeah, I see people on here all the time, man. They kind of talk about what other people are doing, or most people. And me personally, I can only speak about just a few, and the few that I kind of got contact with. I'm sure they got dogs and they got shit that they haven't told me about. You know, just like I might got a little sneaky little breeding that I did, you know, that nobody knows about, you know. Or a couple good dogs just under the rug that nobody knows about, you know. So when I say, you know, when they say, you know, most don't know what it is, who is that? Like most in your neighborhood, or the guys that you dog with, or, you know, I can't really say that. You know, the most of the guys that I, you know, deal with, they straight up. You know, they're straight up. They might not have all the etiquette. They might not conduct themselves. Well, a lot of them do, but I'm not saying all of them. You know, there might be a couple knuckleheads. This is that gas. You can hear that. You hear that. You know, we got assholes. You motherfuckers, you know, start fights, and, you know, I done been in fights, and, you know, behind these dogs and shit, you know, but for the most part, I can't really speak on what everybody's doing in different states. You know, some of these states I haven't been to. I've been to a lot of states, you know, out of the 50 states, but, you know, I really can't say that most don't know what it is. You know, everybody's trying to create a formula. You know, you might do a breeding, and that just might be one good breeding, you know, that you did. And you take those same two dogs and breed them to other shit, and even the same, you know, It might not be all that. It's trial and error. Donnell Richardson, hit me up. Hit that inbox. I got some great bred dogs. Great bred pups, great bred dogs. You know. I love my dogs, but they're not my kids. You know, at the end of the day. So, you know, I'm not giving them away, but we could work something out. You know. Selective breeding though. That's it's the recipe you want. You know, I think, you know, people ask a lot of these questions and I think they're just like, you know, they just need to relax and just let the game grow on them, you know, instead of, you know, not to say so much, you know, because, I mean, it's what you like. It's what you experience. It's what you like, you know. Like if I heard a dog is producing this or that, you know, that's just as good as, you know, if it was reliable people, you know, I wouldn't just worry about what I heard through Facebook, you know, just like I just asked about the Herkerville dog, you know, because it was something that was disturbing. I wasn't going to make the post. I brought it up to a couple of my partners that I talk to regularly, hoping that, you know, maybe it would get them to post it, you know. If those know, you know, what I'm talking about, you know, you know. If not, then hey, you know, I think he's a good dog, good bred dog. There was a nice product off of him. A guy approached me, you know, I thought it was a good idea if I maybe grabbed him up, but I wanted to know a few things, you know. So that's being selective, you know, right there. Doing your background checks and, you know, off Facebook, you know. Some of these things you got to see for yourself. You know, the dogs drive, you know, if they're flirt pole, you know, if they're doing, you know, treadmill, a lot of the stuff you gotta see for yourself, you know. I notice, you know, sometimes I get some short dogs. You know, I like to balance that out a lot. People don't look at it as much, but that's huge. You can have good dogs, good heart, good, you know, everything, but they're just a little short, you know. They're just a little short, you know. So you got to watch that. When you're mixing in your sauce, you're picking your pups, and, you know, you're picking your litters. You know that she throws pretty long ones. She, you know, that she, you know, throws this trait. You know, he does that. You know, you kind of know. You get familiar with your yard fast, though. You know, you don't wait. You don't wait till a dog's 4 years old, find out if he can produce. I'm not gonna wait. Well, I will wait. I got one dog. He might be 8. And we bred him once. I gave one a cousin. Like that. I got another, it's called Good Hands. It's another little highlighted topic on here I'm gonna get to about putting them in the right hands. And you know, everybody says good hands and make sure they go to the right hands. So I'm gonna touch on that. But yeah, we got an older dog. He's a really good bloodline that I had. A lot of that old buck stuff, Conway stuff, Triple A, Saber, little bit of Wild Side, Ramrod, Tramp. You know, it's solid. These dogs are solid. You know, and I'm waiting. I haven't took nothing over there. It's my uncle's dog. I gave it to him. We bred him. I gave it to one of my cousins. One, you know, these guys don't know shit about dogs. They couldn't go to Pedigree Online and find the pedigree. You know, if I told them, you know, it was off of the, you know, I can go to any dog. I can just navigate, you know, through those pedigrees and go find another dog. Those are some exercises that, you know, if you're young in the game, you're trying to learn pedigrees, you should do. You know, like you like the Mayday line, click on Mayday and try to find your dog. You know, like let me go through here and let me try to find my dog. It might be 5-6 generations down the line, but you should be able to navigate and find your way around, you know. Selective breeding, papers versus non-papers. I don't think the value or the quality of the animal matters, but the value does. It does. You know, if you got, if somebody make a post right now, pups for 500, non-paper pups right here, you know, you know, 5 of them, it's 2 litters, you know, they posted. Like I got 2 litters. Here's the Shire, here's the dam, the first litter, no papers, 500. And they got these ones, papers, 500. You know what I'm saying? Even if the ones with no papers is non-working, people are gonna want the ones with the papers. You know, they're chasing paper. You know, that is just like these young cats. You know, if you older, you know, if you done music or you know people that do music, the young cats, they take over the game. You know, it's the same thing. You know, out here in the streets, you know, the young cats is running around, you know, causing a whole lot of havoc. You know, so they want their papers. You know, they want shit a certain way. Salute Pitwise Kennels with the super chat. Appreciate my brother. What's up, Bulldog Fraternity? Let's kick 2025's ass. Let's get it, man. Salute, man. Appreciate all the support. Pitwise Kennels. You know, they're chasing, you know, if it's Mayday, you know, they want Mayday all over the place. You know, they don't really care. There's no logic. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get this to get this. You know, like they when they buy a pup, they already know that they're gonna breed who they're gonna breed it to. It's another pup that they got, you know. And you gotta be aware. You gotta be aware. You gotta feel people out. You got to know, you know, their personality and who they selective breeding and selective buying is huge. Where you start is, I mean, it's not where you finish, but it's definitely going to have an impact. You got to know that. You're starting off with some good stock, even if you had to wait a whole year for an available pup off of somebody that you know is living by this shit the right way. You know, that's going to help you out in the long run. You're going to stop hunting and pecking and punching and shit. Dorian Sales, what up, brother? Let me see who's all in the building. DGK Bulldogs, what up, brother? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. You know, we always branching off on this channel. We branch off on this channel, man. Salute to my brother. He donated to the channel for some advertisement. He's got.
If you are into the amazing world of the Pit Bull Terrier, you need to order your copy of My Life and Times with the American Pit Bull Terrier by James Crenshaw. This hardbound book consists of 248 pages and includes many famous dogs owned and conditioned by James Crenshaw. The book also includes James Crenshaw's full keep, plus all his conditioning and selection methods. Don't miss out on this ultimate guide for game and sporting dog owners. Order your brand new copy for only $250 and learn the proper technique for keeping game dogs.
Hey, you know, you saw it. You saw it. Go get that book. I know that book's is on the expensive side of things. There's a lot of those books and the information that's in there. Them books cost. A lot of books, they cost. Yeah, you could get some affordable ones, but to get that real deal hardback collector's edition, you know, you're gonna have to pay. People know. If you know, you know, hit the brother up. He's got it. You're gonna be seeing us doing some things, and you know, he's gonna be promoting that thing on here. Let me run it one more time for y'all in the back.
If you are into the amazing world of the Pit Bull Terrier, you need to order your copy of My Life and Times with the American Pit Bull Terrier by James Crenshaw. This hardbound book consists of 248 pages and includes many famous dogs owned and conditioned by James Crenshaw. The book also includes James Crenshaw's full keep, plus all his conditioning and selection methods. Don't miss out on this ultimate guide for game and sporting dog owners. Order your brand new copy for only $250 and learn the proper technique for keeping game dogs.
Casino Life, a real commercial. Yes, sir. Hey, we getting it, man. Paid promo. Look, dog, we're moving up in the world. We're moving up in the world. When they talk about the best channels and, you know, all of this shit, you know, we got to have these conversations, man. If we're going to have some statistical categories, you know, like LeBron James ain't just the GOAT because he got the most points in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? A guy's not the best just because, you know what I'm saying, he hits the most three-pointers, or he might be a guy that gets a whole lot of blocks. But there's other statistical categories, you dig? And we getting it, man. We getting it. That was the commercial. Get the book. Get the book. You know, think you'll be, if you don't have it and you collect books, that's one you got to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Salute. We moving up in the world. We moving up in the world. Hit that like button. You never know how far we could go. You know? They are, you know, because some dudes are just breeding anything. You know, I see a bunch of frail bone dogs floating around with great pedigrees, you know. And sure, there might be some good frail bone dogs, but I don't want them. You know, I don't want them. You know, I want the bloodline to be right, rich, you know, what it is, and I want the genetics to still be there, you know, after generations. That is proven to me, you know. The athleticism, the drive, the, you know, the heart, you know, everything else falls into place. You know, you could have a dog that, you know, he could be the best dog in the world, but if you don't take him out in different environments and socialize, you know, he turns into a people biter. Preach. I mean, what good is that? Yeah, right. You know? You got the best dog in the world, but you leave him in the fucking backyard all his fucking life, and he turns into a people biter. You know? Or he's just antisocial, right? Doesn't do well in environments. Backyard, yeah, he's a maniac. You know, he acts great. He jumps 10 feet high, vertical leap. You know, he does all this great shit while he's in his backyard. But when you take him out of those elements, not so much. So it really ain't about how many dogs you got. I see a lot of dudes with big yards that suffer from this. You know, those dogs, they get to the places, people are complaining like a motherfucker that the dog is so skittish. Oh, man, you know. And some of it is, yeah, the dog needs to get to know you. But there's only so much this dog needs to get to know you to go around, bruh. Straight up. He said, who made the commercial? I caught the rear end of it. Yes, sir. Hey, fuck.
If you are into the amazing world of the Pit Bull Terrier, you need to order your copy of My Life and Times with the American Pit Bull Terrier by James Crenshaw. This hardbound book consists of 248 pages and includes many famous dogs owned and conditioned by James Crenshaw. The book also includes James Crenshaw's full keep, plus all his conditioning and selection methods. Don't miss out on this ultimate guide for game and sporting dog owners. Order your brand new copy for only $250 and learn the proper technique for keeping game dogs.
Hey, learn that technique and hit that fucking karate chop, that
fatality.
Hit that button. You know what it is. You know what it is. Salute everybody. You caught that quick FC? No, check it out, man. Support what we got going on. What else I got on my list? I know I got some draw on my list. The point of breeding, the point of inbreeding, line breeding, as opposed to crosses. Like I said, I can't say everything because some shit is the sauce, and you just gotta watch and learn, because everything's not gonna be explained in full detail unless it's from somebody that don't do the shit themselves, you know. But if they're actually doing some of the advice that they're given, you know, it's not so easily given, you know, because it's an advantage. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? But line breeding, inbreeding, and line breeding, I don't know if he wanted to put those in the same category. They're somewhat in the same category as far as I'm concerned. I think it's more when you're creating dogs. If you're not into creating dogs, then inbreeding and line breeding is probably it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter to you, if as opposed to, you know, somebody that wants to create dogs and have a bloodline, have a family of dogs, you know, because you're going to need inbred dogs. You're going to need inbred dogs, you know, to create those same dogs. Like when you make that cross, let's say I got a Red Boy Jocko Bolio Tombstone dog right here, and I got a let's say it's a Eli fucking Bolio dog over there, you know. Oh, here, salute, brother. I like the way my Red Boy Jocko Bolio Tombstone crosses with that Bolio Tombstone with the Eli, and you can't keep creating it because I mean the dogs will get old, they'll die, you know. So you can to make it able to create throughout the years, you're gonna want to line breed on this side, on both sides if you can, and then just keep meeting up and making those crosses. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the formula if you're a breeder. Now, if you're on the other side, hey, Hemi James with the holla. What he said, it's a $5 holla. Hey, where is that? Where's NZ? What country is that, my brother? If you don't mind sharing with us. Damn, bro. Hey, appreciate you though, my brother. Is that? I don't want to guess. Appreciate you for the support.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this.
Yes, sir. Getting it in. Oh, okay. Okay. New Zealand. Got you. Gotcha. See, Lot Boy, he got me. Lot Boy. Hey, don't let me pull Lot Boy up here, man. He got me. Appreciate it. Out of defense. You know, you're gonna be wanting more crosses. You're gonna be doing more crosses. It's more guessing. It's more stuff. I mean, you know, not working out. You know, it's more of a gamble. But when you get it, that vigor from that cross, you know, if you do it right and you got the right dogs, you know, everything's lining up right.
Pay attention.
Because, you know, you got to pay attention, man. All the time, those out crosses and battle crosses, you know, they're not always going to work, but you got to understand what it is that you're looking for. What is it? Let's say it didn't work out. But I really wanted this cross. I knew what was going into it, but I understand the parameters. You know, if there was somebody that was in there that, let's say he wasn't all he could be, he wasn't everything what I was looking for when I intentionally did the cross, but this dog, you know, his confirmation was amazing. Or there were some other attributes that you can be like, wait a minute, you know, like, if I can have that on this over here, plus it's half infused with everything that you already been running. So you're actually diluting it a little bit now at this point, rather than putting it straight 50-50 or whatever it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? So you might notice that you're getting overall better dogs when you cross it back another time than you got the first time. Helps to know how, a little bit how each of the dogs are producing. And if you don't know, then you know, right now is the time to find out. You know, like I said, don't wait till the dog is to find out that he's producing great, and then, you know, you got an old ass dog that you wasted. You know, you probably was chasing all these other bloodlines or something. But to answer that question, just short, you know, it's the best of both worlds. I think outcrossing and line breeding, I think it's the best of both worlds. If I had to guess, if I had to look at the pedigree and guess what dog will be the best, unless I knew the blood, because if you know the blood, you know, you're doing your line breeding and your stuff is still good quality. But, you know, you can get some really good crossed out dogs. Brood stock. I should have put the name who wrote these down. Brood stock. For me or for you or for, you know, whoever, it's all preference. It's all preference. You know, I would think it's something that you want to keep around. You got to know. You can't go off of what this guy is keeping or what he's doing, or, you know, over there, what he did. They got to be dogs that you value and that you enjoy, you know, that you want to keep around.
Salute, brother.
That's what I think, you know, brood stock is. I wouldn't necessarily say like a cold dog or you know, a dog that won't hunt, or a super tight bred dog, or an old dog, or, you know, a dog with maybe no teeth, can't hunt, you know, for some particular reason, and you're keeping it around, you know, for a brood dog. I don't think there's no particular bloodline or particular pedigree makeup that like automatically turns a dog into a brood dog. You know, just don't. You know, I think it's, you know, if she's producing great, you know, let's say you find out early that, hey, this dog's producing great, and but she's hunting great too, you know, but the fact that, you know, she can produce you 3 or 4 good hunters every litter outweighs the risk of you letting her getting hurt by a hog. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know, you could look at it like that. You know, like I can either breed her and get 3 or 4 good ones each litter, you know, that I can play with, and or just have one. So it just depends. If they're worth multiplying, if they're worth reproducing themselves or better, you know, I think you can put in the brood category. But somebody else might not want that. Like you'll have 5, 6 brood dogs on your yard. Let's say you didn't look at them. You know, let's say they good bred females. You know, you didn't look at them. You know, somebody else call you up, buy your yard, or buy 5 those same 5 dogs. He'll take them, and you know, he might think they're trash. You know, and just spit on them and, you know, disrespect them. You know, they you know, the value, you know, when you say brood dog is, I think it's in the beholder. You know, whoever owns it, you know, I think that I mean, that's it. You know, unless somebody else got a better answer than that, you know. I think you know, because, you know, I might not think it's a brood dog, you know.
We talk about this all the time. Every yard got a standard. That's why you got to get started building your yard. You got to be serious. Like at the point where you're taking it serious, what is your standard? And you got to stick to that. And then you got a bar that you have to raise. That's the realistic way to build a good yard. Starting off with a standard, you have a bar, you raise it. You set goals, you meet them. You set bigger goals. That's in a nutshell. It's nothing else to it. It doesn't matter if people like you. None of that matters. You're setting your standard. You're raising your bar. You're not raising the bar where my bar is, because you might jump up there and fall on your face. Or that might not be enough for you. You know, I might be just pushing up one wheel. You know, the 45s on each side, you know, that might not be shit for you. You might want to put on 2 plates. So you raise your bar. Let your threshold be your threshold. You got 5 dogs and you're keeping a good bloodline intact. I think that's critical to your own growth. The longevity of this shit. That's what it's breaking down to. It's the longevity, the small guys, you know, the big guys, small guys, you know. It's the longevity. Who can keep the dogs the longest with the obstacles that we got to go through every day? And we can't blame nobody. We put ourselves in this situation. Motherfuckers taking pictures of dogs sitting in puddles of water on a chain. Like, what do you expect a tree hugger to do? I'm just being, you know, we just blowing, right? But what do you expect them to do though? It ain't nobody in particular. I saw this over 50 times, you know. Oh, where do you get this? I just saw a puppy today. You couldn't even see his fucking feet. He's in mud on a chain. If you look closely, he's not in a puddle. He's in mud, but behind him, maybe like 3 feet, there's a puddle right there. You feel me?
So at this point, it's the longevity, the safekeeping of this shit. I think that's more important than anything else. Nothing else matters. They take your fucking dogs. Nothing else matters after that. You know, they're not giving them back. They're not. You'd be like one out of motherfucking 100 motherfuckers. You know, the way they cruise you and then charge you $30 a day per dog, like, you know, like some crazy ass shit. Like, really? Like, I don't spend $30 a day on my fucking dogs, man. Not on one dog. It's some days you will, you know, but don't, you know, don't do that. And then they don't even give you no credit on what you doing. Because if it costs $30 a day per dog, let's say you got 20 of them, and you doing a hell of a job, brother. You doing a hell of a job. Oh, Lacey, what up? Shay Carter, what up? Red Winners Kennels. Salute to you, my brother. I might piece of shit already. And then when I bought it and found out, you know, I just slapped myself in the face because I knew it was a piece of shit. But that could have been his best producing dog, even though, you see what I'm saying? And it depends where you at. If you were just with the homies on your block, you just talk about your neighborhood or your, you know, the people in your circle, what they do, or you talk about what everybody do, you know? Because there might be somebody somewhere else, you know, their dogs got bigger bones and bigger heads, you know, and, you know, they're just better. You know, brood stock, I know some people who got some pretty good brood stock because I bred them to some of my stuff, and I'm getting the type of animals that I really like and that I really want, and they're it's more on the side of you know, what I was after, but they're them the self, you know, they're not really the, you know, my idea of excellence, I should say. Right.
know?
That's a dog that doesn't have all the traits and characteristics of a what we would call a bulldog, but has a genetic matter and the genetic content to create good dogs. It's been done over the years. Plenty dog, man, got little bitches and shit, you know, not shit, bro. You go to their yard, the bitch ain't shit. There's nothing to her, you know. But she's such and such's littermate sister, right? That was a good dog. And she'll sometimes slip through the cracks and to the benefit, though, to the benefit and be held to a high regard. Sometimes end up producing better than the performing littermate, historically speaking. Meaning that you know, the kids are better than the parents, you know, on a parent, you know, one of the parents, not both. So when they say brood stock, because like if you just get a bunch of brood stock and you keep breeding it, like you just breeding more brood stock. You know, I think that shit, it'll lock up on you, man. It'll lock up on you like an engine, man. These bloodlines, you know. If you keep, you know, like they might buy a tight brood dog off of you and then just smash it with another dog that's both of the dogs were breathing for an out. You know, you could just look at their pedigree and just know that they're just breathing for, you know, for an out, you know, and them themselves, they might be good dogs, but you breed them and you get pretty much nothing. You get, you know, I don't want to say brute dogs, but, you know, dogs that can't hunt. I mean, they can fit in that category of, you know, a cold dog, you know, like they said, it's been going on in history. Plenty of people, you know, they're hanging papers and everything, you know. I mean, you know, they're hanging papers and everything, man. We don't know what we got. Yeah, I believe that. That's why I go off the individual dog. You know, if somebody says, you know, they got a Mayday dog, somebody else, I put Michael Myers up for stud. And somebody posted, made a post. They said, yeah, they got the same shit. I'm like, you know, what you got? And they posted some champion Little John, you know, or is that, I don't even know if he's a champion or whatever he is. CML's Little John. He's off the bumper dog. He's a great bred dog, you know. Back to Mayday's mama, I think. He might be Mayday's half brother. You know, good bred dog.
By the way, I did, yeah, this was a long time ago. Like I said, I did research. You know, one of my partners, you know, he'd like to argue that Little John produced better than Mayday, you know. And I was like, well, shit, Mayday had a lot of champions, you know. And I don't know, man. I think he said Little John had like 22 champions or something, bro. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. You know, it says Pet Junkies. We definitely could dig into some shit like that just to see. It just kind of threw me off. He said it before a long time ago. He's been standing on not that number that's in my head, but just the fact that that Little John dog, which is a half brother to Mayday, might have been a better producer than Mayday. And I know for a fact there was another half brother, Dudley, which pretty much had a short career, you know, lost one of his teeth, you know, shit like that. Dogs got confiscated. He got confiscated. Just didn't have that illustrious career when it came to breeding, but they said that even like as a performer, like, you know, he was a better fucking dog than Mayday. So there was, we talking about the longevity and the, you know, like a couple of these other lines, bro, to make a long story short, people would appreciate, man. Definitely. That's not the same. That's not the same shit, you know. It's not, you know. It's really not. It's yeah, it's got Mayday in it, but I mean, Mayday, it's got so many different, it's like music, you know, there's so many different genres. You got rock music, you know, everything, you know, country music, rap, R&B, you know, that you got all, you know, you can't just say, oh, it's a Mayday dog, this a Mayday, you know, you can't do that. That's why it's got the bad name, because they're just like, okay, I got a Mayday dog, let me get another Mayday dog. You know, we making Mayday dogs, you know, that's not, it's not, I mean, you can do it. You can do it. Everybody can do it, you know. You can do it. You can do that shit, because everybody else want to get in their feelings. Oh, you can't tell me what to do, and you know, all of this shit. Listen, bro, I'm just doing a podcast. I don't mean to offend nobody. You smash that bloodline up like you want to, man. You'd be better off going to find two good dogs. You know, of course, you're gonna go to somebody that has a variation of things, and that's good blood plus good dogs. You know, you don't want to just chase
a guy that has a good dog, but then his whole yard, he never had good dogs. That means that the bitches that he's breeding to ain't shit. You definitely got to have a good bitch. Just because a kennel has or uses frozen semen, and you know what I'm saying, we can't hold that shit in a higher regard than good dogs, man. Get 2 good dogs from, rather, if it takes you 7 puppies to do that, you buy 4 females, 3 males over a 5-year span. You be all right, bro. It takes time. That's your first 5 years. You finding out who's who, who's what, and who can probably produce a litter or 2. 5 years. Okay. Everybody ain't gonna make the cut. Some dog, you might get a people biter. Out of 7 dogs, one of them might be shy as fuck for whatever reason. Some of them are just shy. I give it that. Off of every bloodline. Even with socialization. Just shy as shit. But that's rare though. With the proper treatment. But it's not gonna, sooner or later, you're gonna have to. Raw, what up?
You're gonna be at a dog show.
HED Pyro, what up, brother?
Gonna be there. Your dogs have to stand out. They have to look good. That's what you want. In a world full of bullshit, you want to be the one that coming through with the good dog, the good bred dog too. That's good stock. It doesn't lie. Good stock doesn't lie. Yeah, it's called watered down lines. Yeah, they're super. It is, somebody put on here, how did I choose my line of dogs? They asked me, I think this is the last one. Oh yeah, good hands too. But how did I choose my line of dogs? It chose me. Damn it, it chose me. I wanted a dog bred a certain way because I had lost a dog bred a certain way. When I just had a dog and I lost her, and she was bred. I can show both pedigrees side by side. They're not identical, but you can see the semblance. So I got this dog, man, and she was a good dog. I got another one, same dad. They were off Myers. Both of them were good dogs. We did some breedings, and I acquired some other ones. And it's just everything. It just kind of pushed the other dogs out of the way. Some of the other dogs. It's clear. It's clear. If you're bulldogging, paying attention to your stock, you're gonna know what you like. You can't fall in love with it just because you paid a lot of money for it. You're gonna have your ups and downs. It's called being down. I was losing. It seemed like I couldn't get right. I'm losing everything from day 1 all the way to, year 18 or something. You know what I'm saying? This is like the dub. This is like my 20 year anniversary. Really having dogs with pedigrees, and we used to have backyard shit. We didn't know who the grandparents was. None of our dogs, when we were super young, 11, 12, 13, then I was like 18, 19, and my partner had a couple good dogs, with the papers and shit. They was costing
pretty penny. You know, back in the day, you know, $1,000. You know, that was a grip. You know, I think I paid like 800 for a bitch right off of Terrence Dudley, right off of Yellow. You know, Red Boy Jocko shit. The mom was she might have been half, yeah, she was half Bolio, half just tight ass Yellow, Red Boy Jocko, you know. And she was a bad little bitch, you know. I remember when I first got her, people were like, you know, that's a Taco Bell dog, and you know, they didn't think she was a real pit, man. And she just, I had problems, you know, she had parvo and had a neurological disease and shit that she caught some kind of, or maybe it wasn't, man. You know, the vet, they make up anything, man, just to get your money, man. You know, but you know, I mean, those are the same strain of dogs, you know, I've been knowing, you know, but we lose everything. You lose your shit. You're taking them to hunt too early, you know, worrying about what other motherfuckers are doing, you know, instead of just focusing on your yard and being patient, you know, with your stock. You know, that's how it happens. Yeah. Burning Star, salute, my brother. Papers is definitely needed in this day and age. So you can keep track of what you got from here on. You know, if you're a good man, you're a man of integrity, you know, you can't change the dog's pedigree from the past, you know, but this day on, you can change it and make it better. You know, if you got good dogs already, you're ahead of the game. If you don't, you gotta get your feelings out of it, put your feelings to the side, and find out, you know, what are the good dogs on your yard. You know, they say the next man's trash is the next man's treasure. You know, and just put it like that, man. Then they say good hands. What are good hands? You know, I hear it all the time, man. But I don't see no production. I don't see your dog winning no ribbons, you know, or nothing. You know, I don't see it. The people that say, the people that got ribbons and shit, they don't say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't say shit like that. If they got accolades and accomplishments, you know, they don't really talk like that. It'd be a lot of dudes saying, yeah, make sure you put it in good hands, and like they're not already in good hands, you know, like they're not already on their way to good people, you know. Like I said, it's 20 years in this shit. My uncle, he don't fuck with dogs. That's why I got this old ass dog still around. I got another cousin. He got a daughter off of this dog. No, a son. He neutered him. So, and then people inbox me, about some of the Buck City dogs that are out there. So I mean, you just got to stay woke. Once you get something good, I wouldn't second guess it, man. They wouldn't see the gift horse if it was staring them in the face. That's Nipsey. You might have the gift horse on your yard right now. You might have the gift horse. But if somebody with some accomplishments hit me up and they was on some real shit, you know. Only reason why we're overpopulated and got too many dogs and shit is because there ain't too many people we could trust, bro. You know, there's not. There's too much fuck shit. You know, you send a dog, you know, that it never comes back. It's always some shit. Why it's gone, or why the fuck, you know, like, why can't it be good? You know, why can't it be good? Bro, this shit is funny, dog. It never changes, dog. This is 5.5 years later. It never changes. Nothing changes. Nothing. Mike Dan, my brother. Nothing changes. You know, this is crazy, y'all. Salute everybody in the building. Go get that magazine. Text to get that copy of that magazine. You know what it is. Let me see. News. You know, I want to farm some shit out. You know, I'd rather fuck with somebody that already spent and supported, you know, what I was trying to do. You know, I mean, that's anybody, right? You know, but I want to see good news. I don't want to hear, you know, oh, the dog, this and that, and we wasn't able to, you know, the dog. Nobody benefits off the dog if it's a dead dog, or a dog that you know, just gets in somebody's hands for the wrong purpose. You know, nobody benefits. How long this motherfucker going? I've been rambling. I don't know what the fuck this shit is, man. I ripped the top off. I was gonna show it off. Yo, what's going on? Who's trying to jump in there? I done went through my list. Who's trying to jump up in here, man? We can go back. We can go back on there. Who's on here? Chime in. Yeah, this phone about to die anyway. Yeah, man. Get back in here, man. Make sure these kids ain't. This guy's funny. Mike T. That's funny, man. Hey, this shit's pretty good, man. I told you it wasn't shit earlier. It's pretty good, though. Mook, what up? Get up in there, man. See if we can get some shit popping, man. Nobody want to get in there. Yeah, we covered everything, man. Selective breedings, paper dogs versus non-paper dogs. How did I choose my bloodline? You know, amazing dog. I went for it. You know, the point of inbreeding, line breeding, opposed to crosses, went over that. Brood stock. It's all opinion, man. Everybody's brood stock ain't the same, man. It's not. Don't even think it is. It's like religion. You know, everybody got a different belief about what is. You know, some people think curs are brood dogs, you know, just because some people did it in the past and shit, you know. Nah, man. There's at least a code you have to live by, you know, at least. If they weren't doing that fuck shit wouldn't have never happened. But they did. Just like Eve ate that apple, you know, Adam ate that shit. And here we are, you know. So let me know what y'all think, man, on those topics. Say bye-bye, Cece. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Peace. Say peace. Peace. Get it. Get it in, man. Look. Burning Star, Mike Dan, Crockett. Hey, the next mag, you know, I don't like putting deadlines, man. I'm going to tell you, that deadline, it does something to you psychologically. It does something to you psychologically. It's just like something that's over your head. You know, I think I work way better without deadlines until I get a team. When I get a solid team that, you know, because every other magazine has a team, right? So once I get that in line, we can all go in, you know, and it won't be so much like me waking up every morning and shit. It was days where I would wake up super early to work on some shit and really couldn't get my creative juices going. You know, like I want to be real creative with it. I want to, you know, so you get to doing other shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta find that time to really plug in and create, you know. And I don't want to fuck that up because I think I work better when it's not like me trying to meet a deadline, but I can just get in the flow of just kind of knocking pages out. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you want to do a good job. You want to get the people what they want. But basically, I can kill this. I gotta do a lot of work in order to have shit pretty much done. Because if it was done, Crockett, if the next mag was done, it wouldn't be a question on when we would drop it. You see what I'm saying? So let me do my part. I'm gonna get on it and get stuff closer to completeness. That way I can possibly drop a date. You dig? Appreciate you inquiring though. It's a topic that been on my mind, been on a couple others that hit me up and asked me that. But my answer was that, like, you know, like not now, like the deadline shit, because a deadline give you time to fuck off too. You know, it kind of makes you crunch, but it gives you time to fuck off. It's like the first time I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it in 3 months, you know, because I thought that was plenty of time. It was plenty of time, even though it was shit that came in after that mark that I used that I'm glad I waited and got, you know what I'm saying? But you know, the first month you ain't really working hard. You know, that first month I wasn't working hard. You know, that last month was stressful as fuck. You know, the second month I kind of dug in. But that last month, that last 2 weeks and you know, all of that, then now we 2 weeks late, a month late, month and a half late, 2 months late. You know, after that, it's like, you know what? Fuck it. It's just gonna get done when it get done. Like, whoever supported, I mean, the money's there. You know, it's not even transferred from wherever you sent it. You know, I don't really touch that money like that. Um, so you know, I'm with sending it back before we start a fucking war and shit, right? You know, I was cool with that. But when I kind of said fuck it, that's when it started to come together because I wasn't under no pressure. I knew what my response was going to be, and you know, I was trying to put out a good product, at least trying, you know what I'm saying? And doing a whole bunch of other shit that goes along with it. We still running the channel, you know, because I understood that running the channel, running the algorithm, running, you know, that's why I did other shows and shit, you know, because I wanted to run up subscribers because so that this could be a real vessel. This could be, you know, not all this bullshit. See, people, they like to have a 25%. They'd rather have 100% of a grape than 10% of a watermelon. You know what I'm saying? They think small. So I was thinking big for the whole, for everybody involved, you know, run up the subs, do whatever type of content. You got to keep that going, the wake and bakes and shit. If you look during that time or when the magazine was supposed to come out, let's just say April, May, June, you know, let's say it was supposed to come out in June or July from my dates, right? You look at that time, you look at 3 months after that, them was some good cook-ups. Those were some good quality time building the channel, building subscribers, building, you know, a base to where I know if it's the right topic, I know that this channel, it can go viral. You know, I know that because I put in the necessary work. I got the necessary viewers and views from so many people that if it's the right topic, they tapping in. You know, they tapping in, you know. We'll get to that. We'll figure out how to be more in tune to the topics that you need to bring in more people when it comes to the dog. So it's a lot of thought that goes into everything I do. And just know that this dog, he's coming. You know, he's just one of them ones that he's coming. That motherfucker's coming, bro. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna, even if I owe you $5, you know, I'm not gonna die before I give you fucking money. You know, I'm gonna give you shit. I'm gonna make do on my promises. Whatever the fuck I say it is, I'm gonna make do. He said, you don't have it, you missed out. Get the magazine, man. It supports everything we doing. You know, I'm not saying that we're gonna put 10% into some non-profit or some, you know, I'm not gonna say no shit like that. You know, that's not what's happening right now. But we're putting 100% into building this shit bigger than what it is. That's what we doing. We're trying to make this thing bigger. You dig? So text me, get that info. Let me check this out. Hold up. Check out these payments. Let me see. Uh, I gotta look this up. I gotta look this up. I just got a text a little bit ago. I'm gonna be tapping in. Get it going. Prophet Google, what up, brother? What's going on with you? We just hey, it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get in the right hand. I ain't gonna say who been tapping in. You know, some big dogs been tapping in. Sometimes that's all it takes. You get some big dogs to tap in, and they got other avenues and different things. These dog shows is gonna be huge. The first this one, I plan on selling more copies of this first edition. Let's say after the third edition comes out. When that third edition comes out, we'll have so much traction, and they're going to be wanting to come get those back orders. We got to keep it. Like, you drop it, you got to keep that thing. We can't run out, motherfucker. Hey, how do I get that 4 years from now? We got to have that. And we're going to have that. This shit's already been planned out. We're going to have that. So we all in. There's other ventures that we doing. Tap in. If you didn't know how to tap in, you know, this is the ground level. And we hold the ground level people in high regard, even when it comes to ad space. When it comes to real estate in the magazines and shit, you know, how people be able to get leverage, right? You better get in now, because when that shit goes ridiculous and we got major sponsors and shit, it's going to be hard for me to just say, all right, cool, you could just jump in at that low ticket that you could have got in, but you wasn't getting in, you know. Some people going to be reluctant about it. You know, they don't want to do it. They worried about this or doing that. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. Because I don't need everybody. That's the thing. I don't need everybody. We're going to push the brand. We're going to keep it in. And that's going to be what it is. I was checking out this Central Coast Kennels Mr. Tab. I was checking out this dog. This a good bred dog. Let me check him out. Hold up, I got it right here. Right here. Get it in. Let's get it in. Get that mag. You know what it is. Get the mag. Get that magazine. Yeah, this Joker right here. This Joker bred pretty damn good, man. Let me get it on the big joint. Right there, Mr. Tad. They got his DNA shit. Looks like, somebody gives a fuck about this dog. Somebody cares about him. He looks good. Looks like his shit. He'll be about 12 years old. Got all this good Jeep and Finley bow and tab and this is bred good. I heard a lot about this dog. It's Thunder Dog. Frozen semen and shit. They knew what they were doing, man. Right off a Tramp. The Rocky dog off a Jeep. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing, man. That's very smart. You got to know what the tide is coming in, and that's is going to put you in a good position because people's going to want this shit. They don't give a fuck. You pop out with something off of this dog right here. I don't know who got shit directly off of this dog today, frozen and different shit, but yeah, I mean, you can better believe that they charging a pretty penny for their puppies. They're not giving them away. He said that's on cheat mode. Oh yeah, nah, appreciate it, man. Okay. Yeah, I got some stuff, I got some dates over here that say I ain't gonna say everybody because I got so many fucking receipts that's up to my chest. But my last dates, they're saying that the magazine ain't gonna arrive till like the 4th or 5th. The ones I dropped off yesterday, and then I'm gonna drop off some today. I would imagine those will probably say the 5th or 6th or something. So just be patient and we'll get on it. If not, text me and I could check the date on it. But those are the days, and depending on when you got it, when it got shipped out. Anything that got shipped out before Christmas, yeah, anything that got shipped out before Christmas should be there. If you haven't got something or you put in an order, just hit me up. Let me know. We're going to work it out. Oh, Sally. What up, Sally? That's my buddy, Sally. You guys don't know Sally. I know Sally. What up, Sally? DGK Bulldogs. I appreciate you, man. Throwing that flag up there, man. Keeping it going. Keeping it going. So people hop in the chat. They know where they at. You ain't in them other chats. You ain't in them snitch chats. We don't do snitch chats over here, man. No way, baby. We keeping it thorough. Let me look down a little bit of this dog's lineage. They've been breeding it with, this Bridget dog. Let me see this. White's tab. They going extra with this. My partner has shit right off a tab. I probably can't find it because he got too many goddamn too many offspring. He probably got too many damn offspring. This ain't even the right one. Yeah, this ain't the right tab. Yeah, he had one off a tab, back to a daughter a tab. I think it was I forget what the bits was off. We had that shit. That was some good shit, man. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it, man. Like I said, this is Pad Junkies. It might have been. Was it Irene? No, it wasn't Irene. It was okay, this gotta be the tab right here. It got 60,000. Um damn, 17 pages. Um damn, this is impossible. Maybe I could find the bitch. That might be easier. Tab and what was that bitch's name, man? I forgot what that it pays to know the bitch's name. Dog was bred though. He was bred. I mean, I would imagine there's some dogs that we think like, damn, if we would have brought that shit back out, like, what would the reaction be? Just, hypothetically, just thinking about shit. This guy's got a lot of offspring, bruh. You gotta damn near skip. It might have been that. No, it wasn't that Tab Irene shit. Ruby. Okay, hold up. Tab 2. It could have been a litter mate to this. Cause I know Milton's bred it. Milton's Mad Kennels bred this. He did the breeding, so the bitch animal steals. I'm gonna find this shit. Tab 2. Oh yeah, he had one of these too. He had Little John. He had one off of Little John bred to a tab dog too. So I don't know. It could have been this Tana shit, but I think the bottom was bred different. It could have been bred like this though, because it was a double tab dog. Let me see. I know exactly how the dog was bred. Watch this. You got to do Google. You got to do Google. Okay. We getting somewhere. We getting somewhere. He said they said Lee's Reno semen was poor quality. Very low. Yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it because when we dibbling and dabbling, you know, you gotta know. You gotta see the results. You gotta know, trust the man involved that they're doing it right. I think the company has a lot to do with it. You know, you get these new companies. I'm not gonna shit on them, but the ones I go to for my semen, you know, they've been around for some 30s and 40s, you know, 30 years and 20 years and stuff. You know, I think International Canine Semen Bank been around for a long time. I don't deal with them, but they've been around for a long time. You know, and they got a lot of different things going on. So this dog right here, this was my boy's dog. It got passed around a lot. Daughter of Mayday, the Nico Jr. stuff. She, you know, she was passed around a lot. I'm not gonna say she wasn't. Damn, somebody just wanted to make that just for the hell of it. There we go. We can probably get something better. So yeah, now we had this dog around, and then she actually bred to that tab dog. So here we go. Okay, so it was Milton's Tab 2. So Milton's Tab 2 is the dog's name because there was one that I had one off of him. I gave it to my other partner because I just didn't like the tab shit. I didn't. And some people, if you're a Jeep guy, you'd be like, damn, bro, you know, you tripping. Like you didn't want that pup right there. Like that was, you know, I gave this pup away for no money. I mean, we was all partners. We was everybody involved with the breeding, and everybody was partners. So it didn't matter. Bud passed in I think Bud got unalived back in 2000 excuse me. It was back in 2005 or something like that, because my partner that gave me this puppy, the one that had the Milton's Tab dog, so it was Tab and Tana. I knew that pet looked familiar, but I just didn't think that was his dog. But this was actually his dog that got bred to this dog. You know, sometimes you got to go different avenues to search around for these pets. You know, if you're looking down tab shit, you know, you're gonna get lost. You got 17 pages. But yeah, so Bud passed in maybe like 06. The guy that gave me this dog passed in 07. So yeah, man, it's kind of sad, man. Good guys. The guy that I gave the dog to, he's still around. The guy that had the dam still around, but Bud and my other guy, you know, they gone. Oh man. Man, I'm having a sneeze attack. He said 3. Yeah. I hear you, Bubba. Hey, thanks for the advice. I've been taking advice from all the OGs. You know, definitely that been around and know about these books, and talk to plenty of people that pretty much know the ins and outs. But me personally, I was gonna do a stud mag in between, and then drop the next APBT mag in June, because there's some shows I want to hit. There's some you know, they got that Riverside in April. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing it, but it's on my list. I wanna attend that and talk to some guys and take some pictures, and you know, do the whole Sports Illustrated thing, man, interviews and stuff. I want to do some of that. So it takes time to get it out there. But to do a stud mag, that's pretty much just pretty much the support. And if you guys got studs, you want to put them in there, rather if you just want to stunt or he's really for stud, or you know, whatever it is, you want your contact, your YouTube information. And you know, we getting in. Oh, the Riverside. I don't know, Bubba Mex, who's throwing the Riverside, who's throwing the Riverside show? I know Bubba Mex knows. And I don't think it's the Schoolboy show. Although Schoolboy does his in Riverside also. I believe this show is something different. And I want everybody to be clear on that. Vito Rashad, what up, brother? We in here. Crockett. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Here we go with some shit. Well, I need to drop the link. Is it the Talk Shit Tuesday? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? I smell something in the audience. I don't know. This is the Buck City. This is the Wake and Bake show. I make sure I put the Wake and Bake. That's like a disclaimer, so I'm not liable for anything. You know, I'm not liable. This is a Wake and Bake session. This is when I wake up and have the best meal of the day. You dig? In the magazine, Schoolboy got his information in there, but I won't make it hard. I'll get something going. I'll do a show about it. We'll talk about it. Oh shit, Crockett. Oh man. Hey, and look, cause I be having cats on my head, bruh, from other chats. Oh shit, man! Look at this.
What are you doing, man?
Hold on, buddy.
You,
Man, what is going on this morning?
yeah, hey man, hey, let's talk about what you've been talking about here, man. Okay, you talk about things don't change. Hey, look, shit changes every generation, buddy.
Okay,
Always changes. That's why the evaluation process never stops. It can change from dog to dog. The same dog can change a year later, man. You know what I mean, man? So it's all about the evaluation process, not about blood being good and not changing. You know what I mean, bud? Because hey, all it takes, man, is one fucking thing to fuck up a whole thing, man. You know, and that's why the evaluation process is so important. And you can't take a year off. You can't take 6 months off. You know, you can't. It has to. It's never ending, man. You know what I mean? And so that's it.
And that's the pursuit of greatness. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, just dogs in general. It don't matter what you're doing, what combination you got. It's just the evaluation process that has to take place. You know what I mean, man? You know, and fucking that's it. And you know, these guys, you can tell the guys that fucking don't do nothing by how they talk. Oh, we're breeding for traits. And this is this trait and that trait. Motherfucker. It's all time, man. You know what I mean? And it doesn't work that way. This ain't chickens. You know what I mean, man? You know, and nobody's got dogs that produce all the same traits. It's just nonsense.
No. Yeah, no, I swear. I
And that
swear.
buck,
People
and you,
say that all the time. They're like, okay, what kind of traits and what are, in this dog or a Bolio dog or an Eli dog or whatever dog. And it's like, wait a minute.
hey,
I
you
thought
can,
all dogs got all the traits. They
yeah,
do.
yes,
Now, what you're gonna get from that individual, me, I just want a good dog. I don't really care so much about what he's more predominantly about. Is he good or is he not? That's all I really care about.
that's all that matters, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And but it's always the guys that sit there that say, oh man, well, I can put 20% of this or 10% of that. And yeah, they think they're fucking cooking a goddamn soup. And it don't fucking work that way, man. Irregardless of what dogs you got and how they're bred, the process is the same. It don't matter if you got Cottingham dogs. It don't matter if you got Chinaman dogs. It don't matter if you got Frisco dogs. The process, if you're a good dog man, is the same. And if you got a good eye for a dog, the guy with the Cottingham dogs is going to be looking for a certain level and a certain quality of dog as the guy with a little gator dog or a Mayday dog. And once you get used to seeing dogs that are of that particular quality, then that's when you develop a standard. But as far as like all this traits and all this fucking nonsense, man, I had a guy on my podcast last night, man, who's got a 10-year-old dog, and he's telling me he's 7 generations into breeding that dog. And the dog's 10.
Yeah, that's kind of
what the fuck?
Somebody got bred at 9 months somewhere, huh?
Yeah. And that's a thing, man, and then when you start to pin them down on that stuff, then it's like, oh, well, I don't do nothing illegal. Well, goddamn it, nobody's saying that you do anything illegal. That's not
Right.
the point of it is like, even if you're doing a fucking protection dog or a goddamn
Right.
pig dog or something, there still has to be a level of fucking maturity or something going on there. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna fucking have your fucking ideal dog at fucking 11 months old or 13 months old. You only have that happen that way when you fucking when they don't have nothing to prove. You know what I mean? Other than fucking having a pretty ass set of papers. And that's the thing that gets me. And that's why these guys, there's a
Let's talk about some pretty papers, all right?
group of cheerleaders.
Pretty papers.
There's buddy.
Influence.
And it's just one of them things, man.
You there?
Yeah, that's haystack, buddy.
Yeah, let's talk about this, man. Because it looks to me like if I was reading the pedigree, okay.
You there, buddy? I can't hear you.
Yo.
Hey, you there?
Hold up. You there? Can you hear me? Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. We had Bubba Mex in here, man. Hey, we had Bubba Mex. Oh, you can hear me.
Yeah,
you can hear me, Mike.
Now, yeah, I had to log out and log in.
Okay.
And this is fucking internet in Mexico, buddy. Just fucking. Mm-hmm. Some days it's good, some days it ain't.
Now you're doing a good job over there, man. I gotta salute you, man, for what you're doing. Getting it in.
Hey, don't put no pressure on yourself for that magazine. You just do it and sell it. Move it by the individual issue, and don't get locked into, oh man, it's got to be out in 30 days at this time or that time, because you're gonna find yourself. You know what? Magazines are only as good as their contributors, right? So, you got people writing stuff and contributing photos and shit like that. Then, and you're always going to have a bunch of stuff in there. But exactly. I haven't seen the magazine. It's like a coffee table type magazine, right? Something that anybody can read, right? Is there any?
That's what I want it to be. That's what I want it to be.
Good. Yeah, because listen, man, people, fucking mailing addresses and all that stuff. People just need to have something that they can leave on the fucking front porch and have everybody check it out and have it be good for the dogs. And I know some of our conversations deal with historical stuff and shit like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, man? But still, it's ancient history, and
Definitely.
we not fucking promoting anything wrong on this, man. But breeding is a constant fucking evaluation, man. And shit, you can have the fucking world by the balls one day, and then the fucking next year, and everybody else has done their fucking homework, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta rethink a little something. And that's what happens. And that's why you don't paint yourself into a corner, man. You don't keep 40 of the exact same thing. You have a little genetic diversity, you have some different outs, and that's how it is, man.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
we on the same coast, but we in different areas. You know what I mean, man?
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And
nah, you sound like you know your shit. But let's talk about this haystack.
yeah,
Let's talk
that was
about your influence on this dog, because I mean Miss Mile. It kind of went over my head because back in let's say like I think 2004 or in between 2004 2006 or something like that. I
mhm,
had two litter mates to this same exact breeding.
really
Yeah.
from who?
From I if I'm not mistaken, they came from Garner's yard.
Maybe, yeah, because
And my partner had two of them. It was Riri and Skillet.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You know the guy that had those dogs.
yeah. They come from Garner. Um,
Exactly. It,
I
it was a whole bunch. It was like 8 of them, and I think one of them went somewhere where you might know.
yeah,
One of them, he was
yeah,
a big male.
yeah, yeah. That was a dog that went to like Mississippi or something. He was a brother to Haystack, and I forget his name, but the guy that owns him is a real fucking nice guy, man. And but I bred Miss Mouth and I bred Biscuit, and then
Okay.
um and I had some issues, and I put some dogs with a buddy of mine, and he sold them dogs. That's how Haystack and Miss Mouth, that's how Biscuit and Miss Mouth got out there. And it's a whole long story. I'll go into it some other time, but we ended up getting those dogs back. But Garner made that breeding of Biscuit to Miss Mouth. He's the guy that actually bred those dogs. But those
Right.
dogs were kind of stolen. But it was such a relief when Tom got them, because when he got them, he's like, buddy, whatever you need, you just let me know. And that's how it's always been. And that's why
Right.
I'm fucking loyal to that guy, because he's helped me out a bunch. He's helped a bunch of these motherfuckers out too. You know what I mean, man? And they quickly forget. You know what I mean, man? So the guy's been a good dude to me. And that's why the other shit with these other clowns, it goes south pretty quick, man. Because they say some things. And man, look, this is, anybody that's ever done one day at a time knows that the answer to any allegation like that is to post paperwork. And it don't mean get online and talk about paperwork and have it in your hand. It means fucking scan that shit and fucking post it. And we're going on 20 years of bullshit now, so it's old. You know what I mean, man? So any event, that's
Yeah. My thing is that too. I mean, you owe the people, like if you got paperwork, post it.
right.
Because I
Because
mean, I
listen,
don't know. You've been in the
that
game longer than me, but I
that
thought that behavior was frowned upon in this community.
well, it absolutely is. And you know what? That's why post it. Nobody's saying you're a fucking liar. They're just saying you got it, fucking post it. And then another thing goes by, and another year, and another year, same old shit. You know, just like fucking wanting to call the cops on a motherfucker at a dog show. That's frowned upon too.
Wait, who did that?
Man, poor little old man Stonehard had a confrontation with Crackett's daddy, and
Oh shit. Okay, I get it. I
and that,
get it.
that shit's on
Crockett, man, you might have to
that,
pop up, man.
all that shit is on fucking video, man. Like that's not fucking he said, she said, you know. So fucking Crockett gets on my channel, says he's banned. He was just on there the other day. I like, hey, listen, I've had better fat bill dogs than 90% of his fucking flunkies. I had Bo's sister. I bred her to Sweet Pea. I got a bunch of great dogs out of that. I bred those dogs to Zorro, got even more great dogs out of that. I got just a ton of good dogs out of that. I took Bo's sister, Muskrat. I bred her to fucking um, that dog Bossa Nova, who was off of Six Bits, bred his daughter. Like, I got good dogs out of all those breedings, man. Like, I'm not a hater on lines. I'm a hater on bullshit. And that's why these guys don't get in here. They don't say nothing. They talk anonymously on the fucking net. I'm here. This is me. This is my fucking face. And there ain't no bullshit about what I'm saying. You know what I mean, man? So it's just what it is, man. There's just people that are fucking different, you know? So, you know.
Yeah. Hey,
You know, like, what you doing, man?
Just let your body of work be
What's going on, Bubba?
How you doing, Bubba?
What's going
speak
on,
for
Bubba?
itself.
Yeah.
What's going on, Buck? What's going on, Bubba?
That's it. And
Coolin'.
listen, and listen, if somebody posted paperwork like that and people go, would you, dude, if you post government paperwork, anybody that doesn't believe that, can you guys hear me? I'm getting a couple calls now. I got my phone on do not disturb.
Yeah. What's going on, Casino Life? His thing.
Man, man, I was just popping in, man. I be watching Bubba Mix all the time. I just want, you know what I'm saying, show my face, you know what I mean? Because he probably don't be knowing who the hell I am, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good to see
I'm
you,
just
bud.
networking.
Yeah, hell.
Good to see you
That's
too,
great.
man.
Yeah, Casino
guys-
Life got some damn good looking dogs over there, man. I
That's
salute
nice,
to you, brother.
And look, man, I'm not a hater. Like I've got a bunch of stuff. I keep most of what I breed. I have different bloodlines from Carver stuff to Mayday stuff. What I deem that can be beneficial to me, I'll run it. If I see a fat bill dog that I like, I'm gonna use it. You know, but you know what? I'm not gonna just fucking come out and fucking bash somebody just to bash them. I can disagree with you and fucking, it don't mean I want to fucking hit you in the head with a bat. You know what I mean, man? It's just, I just disagree with you. And that's all there is to it. And that's how the dog game has to be, man. You know what I mean? And so, and that's why, you know, I go whatever I want. I do whatever I want because I'm fucking pretty upfront about how I handle myself. You know what I mean, man? And like, you know, so if you're gonna fucking make accusations, post fucking paperwork. How many times you been in trouble, Buck? You've been in trouble. Goddamn, trouble's your middle name. You know what I mean, man? And it ain't no fun, and it sucks. And I've been in trouble, and there's a way of living that, you know what? When somebody fucking posts that kind of shit, you can't just make allegations like that. You can't just say shit and not post it. You have to post it. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And you know, those types of paperwork, man, that changes everything. Of course it does. You know what I mean, man? It couldn't. It would. It does. It does. But fucking saying you're gonna call the cops at an old man at a dog show. Call the cops. He pushed me. He took my phone. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Don't fucking
Fuck.
then don't
Fuck.
start.
Hey, these mornings, man. Woo! Hey, everybody hit that like button. We got Bubba Mex in here, you know.
Don't do that shit. You know? Like what does anybody think that they are gonna do confronting somebody? You know what I mean, man?
What we got.
Nobody's gonna fucking touch me. Fuck you. You know what I mean? They're fucking stupid and fucking retarded. You know, so it's just fucking dumb. Fucking old fucking men that want to talk about, oh, I'm elderly. Well, no shit, you're elderly. Yeah, no shit. Everybody's elderly. Everybody's fucked up. Everybody's got something fucking wrong. You know what I mean, man? But god damn, don't say the stupid shit. You know? Don't come out of the blue just attacking people. Don't do that shit. Then you wonder why people want to fuck you up at a dog show. You know? It's
Man,
fucking dumb.
S14, man. What's up, man? What's up, dog?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, Buck? Happy New Year, everybody, man. Hope everybody doing their thing, and you know, I'm just out here, you know, doing my thing, man. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, what's up?
See, we shoot the shit today. We just shooting the shit today, you know. Whatever.
Yeah. No. But I heard paperwork, so I just felt that I would oblige. What type of paperwork is the big homie alluding to?
No, man. There's a cat claiming that somebody snitched on him and fucking told on him, and so every time he gets online, he says, "This guy snitched on me. He snitched. He took state evidence against me." Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that kind of shit's all a matter of public record. And it's been said for 20 years. And for 20 years, there's been no paperwork posted. Now, listen, here's the deal. If you take any type of plea bargain or do anything like that, man, they don't tell you anything. You know what I mean, man? You're discovering everything. You don't find out who your confidential informant. You don't find out any of that stuff when you take any type of deal. You know what I mean, man? So I would imagine that instead of going for a trial and having the possibility at a 6-year sentence, he took a deal for a 2 or 3 year sentence, but he don't have no paperwork and he never seen that. And that's what happens on those type of things like that, you know? And so, you know, for people to get their fucking paperwork and full discovery, all that kind of shit, man, that takes fucking going to court and trial and lawyers, and it's a big fucking process. You know what I mean, man?
Well, don't you don't you have your discovery on you though once you hit?
Yeah, you got a right to your discovery.
Yeah, not if you take a deal, you don't, buddy. And
that's later. The deal's later on, though.
Yeah, but
Jesus H. Christ.
It depends on the context of the thing, right? So a lot of times, like I was explaining how that fucking shit worked in Texas, right? They had that old magazine that fucking told the story. Oh, at 7:00 in the morning, me and Jimmy Joe went down there to fucking so-and-so's house and such in Cathy, Texas. We had a good breakfast over there at the Waffle House. Then we went over there and man, you should have seen all the old faces we haven't seen. This person was there, that person was there. Everything got started at 7:00 in the morning and blah, blah, blah. And so what ended up happening on a lot of that stuff was they sent out letters of inquiry, right, to people. And most of those people have never been in trouble in their life. So when they got them fucking letters of inquiry, they got lawyers. And then they were fucking questioned. Did this happen the way this did right here? Once you have 2 or 3 people confirming that shit, then then everything else is a perjury case, right? So all that shit is different.
Oh, no, wait, time out. Gee, wow. Yeah. What you're saying is okay. That sounds a little bit more further than a perjury. Wouldn't you say so? You
Oh
know what I mean?
yeah, it's a bunch of shit. So that's a thing. So you know, so there's different things. So I'm not gonna confuse. That's how that Texas thing went back in the 90s. Okay. I'm not sure how the bill thing went and all the shit that he was talking about with grand jury and all that bullshit. You know what I mean, man? But I do know that if you fucking go through your trial and you're adjudicated and you're found guilty, you should get some type of paperwork. And if you don't have it, then that's it.
No, no,
Now,
no, no. Let me ask you, as far as this in your experience, big homie, right?
yeah.
Have you ever had to, adjudicate yourself, or you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hit the joint, you know what I mean, with your PSI, or you know what I mean, things of this nature, your discovery package, or things of this nature,
Oh,
because
oh,
it seems, and I'm not trying to. I don't know who you are, right? Where you from, big home?
I'm from Mexico. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
I live. I've lived in Mexico the last 15 years,
okay.
but
That's a jurisdiction.
I,
That's a different
yeah,
jurisdiction. But go ahead and elaborate, though, big dog.
yeah. I've a lot of times when you get your discovery, a lot of that shit is redacted, right? So the government, depending on fucking how important the person is giving testimony, goes about to what level they're going to go to protect them. You know what I'm saying, man? But you do get some, right? See, I've never had a federal issue. I've had a state issue before, but never a federal issue. You know what I mean, man? So, and in the state,
Okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I just got a headache. My bad. Go ahead, big dog.
yeah, if you take any time of fucking shit in the state, you don't get no discovery on a lot of that shit. At least in California, you don't, man. That's for sure. Yeah, that shit's very, very fucking, you know, very fucking limited as to what you get. So that's how it works here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, nah, it's probably different. It's definitely. And then federal, they do things differently. I will
they do,
agree. But
yeah. But you do,
every man has a right to their accuser and their discovery and all that. Every man
yeah.
has a right to that, rather if
You
he's
have
a confidential informant or not. They try to block that shit out, but
they block it.
they
They
don't
block it.
block everything out.
No, but if you got paperwork, then you should post it,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
If you online,
Nah, I agree. That agreed.
No,
you should
that's facts.
shut
Facts.
up or shut up.
And
That's it.
if you say somebody's a snitch, you got to have some type of proof or
Right,
paperwork
right,
or something that proves that
right.
there are what you're saying they are, because those are
And
very
ain't no
stiff allegations.
right. And
But
and
but
and
on another note, you know what I mean, because we all good men here, and but yeah, but I see the mag, you know what I mean. Shout out to the mag and all that, you know
Hey
what I
man, I
mean.
appreciate you, man. Hey, he bought you one. That's why I brought you up. He bought
Yeah,
you
yeah,
one.
yeah. I'm already shot.
You got to send the Addy so I could get you in there. You know, got to keep it going. You feel me?
so yeah, man. So that's the thing. But so when Ricky Jones run his trap, it was all over the news. Everybody knew it. Everybody saw copies of everything he said. And there's been other guys where it's been common knowledge too. So that's the thing. So nobody here to chime in, Buck. A lot of people want to talk shit online and do that shit and make little fucking cracks, but they don't come on and say nothing. You know what I mean, man? And it's over and over and over again because they know that there's an etiquette and a rules on how you do stuff. You know what I mean, man? And they know they ain't doing right on this. So that's it, man. You know, don't get in the fucking comment section and talk shit like crack it. Just putting there, calling my first name, last name out, misspelling my last name. I don't know who that guy is. You know what I mean, man? You know, fucking let's get on here equal to equal and fucking and talk it out. I bet you don't fucking do that. They don't ever do that. See, and that's how lame it is, bud. You know, and I'm not a hater of Fat Bill. I was really tight with that guy. I liked that guy. And then it just fucking kept snowballing and snowballing. And then it's to the point to where, man, it's beyond that now, buddy. It's beyond that. And
Yeah,
so
no, it gets like that in these YouTube streets, man. Well, hey, welcome. Because
this is not
you have arrived.
this
You have
this
arrived.
this is not the streets, buddy. This is a fucking fantasy land where these cats get on
Well,
there
no,
and
no,
run.
no. It's the YouTube streets. The
Yeah, this
YouTube streets. It's not the streets.
these
I
dudes,
agree. I
bulldog,
agree.
buck,
It's
they
it's
think this,
different. It's the YouTube streets.
yeah, these
But
cats,
in all
this
fairness,
bulldogs.
you have arrived. You have
Yeah,
arrived. Because think about it. If you had 35 subscribers, would we be having this conversation? You know, would people be coming at you?
no, no. But eight,
So
eight,
you're doing something right, is my point. You know,
1,804 months. But you know what, man? The whole thing about it is this is bullshit. This is I do this to fucking like we did 99% of the stuff I put out is shit to help people. When people come on my channel, man, we got vet techs, we got all kinds of fucking cool people on there talking about hot spots, fucking how to fucking take care of dogs better, how to do all that stuff better.
right.
We had another issue episode a couple days ago around Christmas time where we spent 30 40 minutes talking about your magazine and how good everything is when you have positive fucking shit coming out on the
Oh
dogs.
man, appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
but don't get bothered by it. And whatever you do, don't do nothing by PDF because these fuckers will rip you off so bad by PDF. That's why I didn't. People ask me, "Am I going to write a book?" And it's like, no, because the minute you write a book, some asshole in Romania is going to fucking put your shit on PDF and sell it for $3 a copy. You know what I mean, man? And it's just not even.
Well, when I do one, it's gonna be something I don't mind just giving away.
Yeah,
Because the promotion of it and the legs that we can put on it, yeah, I might get a cramp in my neck or something. And it's a lot of hard work and different things, but we're doing it for the betterment of the breed.
and
So not
something.
every issue, but hey, if I had the willpower and the help from other people to donate articles and stuff, and we put one together and launched it PDF to help grow the overall platform that we're trying to establish, that would be great.
Yeah, they steal Scratch Back, they steal the journals, they've stole them all. You know what I mean, man? So there's no sense fucking putting something together to get it stolen. It's just not right. You know what I mean, man?
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, that you don't see none of the peanut gallery comes on here. They all got something to say. Anonymous.
Yeah, no, the link is there. The link is there. If y'all wanted to scratch back, Yeah, I don't know. See, one thing about me, I don't know. I don't know nothing. We just open up the floor. We're just chopping it up.
That's how it is. And man,
but everybody could call in like Crockett, bro. You could easily call in, bro. You still in the chat. I mean, if your chat works, the link works, you know. So you could come and substantiate your argument, or clear it up. I just want it to be fair for everybody,
Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, man, don't come on, don't put my first and last name up there and then you hide in the fucking bushes. You know what I mean? Come up here, man. Say something, you know? And like I say, if you're gonna make an allegation against a motherfucker, post it. I'm not saying you're a fucking liar. I'm just saying post it. Don't flip through it. Don't scan it. Don't give me a blurred out vision of it. Post it, you know? And that'll end everything. That'll fuck. God damn it. That'll end everything. You know what I mean, man? So
Yeah, no, I asked about it. I mean, but I didn't press the issue. I think it's important because we
yeah,
can't have that, especially from the older generation, because
of
that
course,
teaches the younger generation to do that shit.
of course it is. Of
You
course it's
can't. No, you can't say somebody. You can call them anything but that,
yeah,
unless you have proof.
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree. Even
And
if
you
you don't like them, you can't
yep,
call them that.
you can have your suspicions, you can fucking say whatever you're gonna say,
Right.
you know, but you gotta when you step your balls out and put them on fucking camera in front of everybody, you better speak up and fucking say what you gotta say.
Hey,
And that
maybe he got it. I don't know.
yeah,
I just
but why not post it? What you
yeah,
scared of?
yeah.
Why you scared of the truth? What you scared of? You know? Is there another part where something else was said? What I mean, what else? What is it? You know what I mean, man? It's 20 years. Fucking post it or let it go. And that's it. You know? And that just you know, and then another thing, you know, I don't care what you do with your dogs. That's none of my business. I don't feel no need to knock your dogs or what anything that you got going. Your dogs, your food, your money, your opinion, your time, spent successfully or wasted. It's all yours. I don't have to knock your shit. You know what I mean, man? But when you're trying to be provocative and you're getting online and you're talking about this guy's dog being a cur or that guy's dog being this or that, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. You know what I mean, man? You can talk about dogs without fucking being an asshole about stuff. And that's just how it is. And so you listen, especially if you ain't been in the dogs for 20 years, and you're fucking applauding PETA and doing all kinds of shit like that. Hey, man, I don't want one of you guys out here to do anything illegal that's going to get you in trouble or give the breed a black. I ain't telling you to do that. You know what I mean, man? But
Right.
I ain't saying you got a bunch of curs either. You know what I mean, man? Or you've got this or that or fucking attacking you. Look at how these fucking cats attack people. They've never met you. They've never seen your yard. They don't know nothing about you. You know what I mean, man? It's fucking old. And the online trolls that keep going over and over and over and over again. It's
But
fucking
they got
old.
they got teams.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got teams. It's like, because I get a lot of these trolls. They come at me from the other guy's channel. The Flamingos channel.
And look, I'm not fucking attacking nobody like that. You fucking run your fucking mouth against me or something, and something that I know. I mean, there's real easy ways to fucking figure this out. You know what I mean, man? And it ain't about threatening nobody or any of that shit. What do you think? I mean, there's nobody in their right mind that thinks they're gonna fucking put a hand on me ever ever. It's just not going to happen. You know what I mean, man?
I
Never.
mean, as a man, you would like to. I
No.
respect that,
What?
even though I'm not all about violence and shit. But I
I'm
could respect a guy that stands his ground and doesn't
right.
let a guy just bitch slap him and shit.
But
You know what I'm saying?
if the person that touches me, it is the last thing they will ever do in their life. And
But
that's,
at the end of the day, you gotta, other people are for different shit. Like,
yeah,
I remember back in school, I ran with a couple square guys, they were computer nerds and shit. And maybe sometimes dudes did used to punk those guys.
yeah,
But my relationship with them was different. I didn't go around them on tough guy shit. I went around them to learn how to work computers. You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah. Plus,
So
you
so
know,
with that being said, everybody's different. Everybody's not just like these dogs, Bubba.
yeah.
They're
And
not all gonna stand up for themselves.
no, and that's the thing. And man, when you see good dogs, like I've seen good dogs bred so many different ways, man. And like down here in Mexico, man, everything down here used to be old Mexican Eli and Carver. And man, that shit's changed now, man. Now it's tons of Red Boy, tons of Mayday, tons of that Pit Island stuff. You know what I mean, man? Like that, and it's mixed up, and there might be a little of this and a little of that. And man, these people just breed what they got, and they get good dogs out of it. There's no fucking rhyme or reason or magic percentage. They breed what they use.
Uh-oh. Mike Dan,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on?
That man,
I'm here.
good,
I
good.
just, I just want to make sure ain't nothing being referred to me because I'm sure here.
Yeah, good. Well, good. Be there. But man, listen, you know as well as I do when it comes to any of that paperwork shit, you got to fucking post it, right? Are we in agreement on that or not, man?
Yes. Now
Okay.
let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. When you cop a plea, oftentimes you won't get no discovery.
That's exactly right.
Now, Bill's wife was there. She was there at the grand jury. So she knows who was in there. Now, if you read any of these articles, say Stoney, for example, in the article, it says that they went to Tom's house. They left his house, went to this other guy's. I can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
From there, they went to Bill's. Also, see, a lot of this stuff I try to stay out of because I know how cool them two was at the time. He was
Yeah.
all in Bill's videos and everything.
Yeah, they were best friends at the time.
Exactly. So if somebody does something like that to you, or you even got the inkling of thinking that. It's just like when somebody steals from you, man. Oftentimes you know who it was,
But
right? Listen what I'm saying. So at least I'm gonna say this, man. I lived in them streets most of my life, and I'm not proud of that. That's just a fact. I try to help the youngsters get out of it. Don't make my mistakes.
Yeah.
Right. But when you sit up here, like when you came on, man, you came on. I ain't gonna be like these other channels. I ain't gonna be messy. I ain't gonna be none of this shit. And then you start going at Bill. Just out of the blue, you just went at him. If you got a problem with him, say it, man. Just say what it is with you and him. Don't bring Garner in it. Don't bring nobody else in it. You and Bill.
That's your perception of how that went, but that's not how that went. Okay, that's not how that went, and that's not true. Okay, you're Fat Bill's good buddy.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. Been good to me, man.
Yeah,
been good to me. Matter of fact, he asked me to leave this alone, man, but I felt like you was trying to call me out. And then somebody called me out, Mike Day ain't coming. That's just a fact, bro. But I've been a man all my life. And I stand on that.
I call Fat Bill out. I said, if you got that fucking paperwork and you got a fucking fistful of papers in your hand, then fucking post it. Don't imply you got paperwork and then say, oh, well, I took the plea and then I don't have it and act like you got it, because that's not the fucking same. Okay, because I've been in trouble too. That ain't the only motherfucker that's been in trouble. And I even went online and I said, you know what? If you take any type of plea, a lot of times you don't get that discovery. That's true. That's true. You said it and I said it. And then that's where these guys in here come in and say, oh man, but with the feds, you're supposed to get discovery. Well, if you got a handful of fucking paperwork in your hand and you say you got something and you know it, then fucking post it. Okay. But it's just like the stone hard shit. okay, or any of the other fucking bullshit with the fucking current affair or any of that shit. Who the fuck does that, Mike Dan? Who does that shit? Who gets on a current affair and calls for stronger fucking felony laws? Fucking
Okay. Look, the man had 2 dogs working in his yard. Do you know how many people, how many reporters was in that man's yard?
yeah.
They was
Why?
at his front door. You think he wants them to see a dog on the Jenny or a dog on the mill? He threw a smoke screen is all he did. He ain't trying. Fat Bill of all people want to try to put the feds or people on dogs. He did dogs for 10. Man, man, come on, man. Stop, Rodney. You know that man did dogs. How many times you step over that wall with a dog, bro? You're a breeder, man, and there ain't nobody knocking you for that. But don't be trying to knock what he done, man.
No, it's not about knocking what he done. It's about knocking fucking when he got that magazine, he used that magazine to fucking bash people and talk shit.
That's the dog game, man.
Hey, man.
It's like it is on here. They talk shit about Buck for a year or whatever.
Now,
look how they drug Buck through the mud, man. Look how they drug. See, I don't prejudge people, man.
What?
I need to know who you is before I'm making a decision on you.
Yeah. Yeah. But you are just, it's the dog game, right? And what he wanted to do, it was be fucking famous and Mr. Current Affair. He didn't get fucking ambushed on that shit, motherfucker. He fucking invited all that shit.
He invited the people to his house.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Stop, Rodney. Come on, man. Come on, man.
You know
Come
how
on, man.
I
can't see it, man. I mean, he was out there.
Buddy, he was out there. He was an attention whore his whole time. The dogs. Come on, man. Stop. Don't play that with me, man.
Play what?
Listen.
Man,
okay.
Listen, man.
You're trying to act like he's some underground dog guy that was trying to fucking walk in the water so the dogs wouldn't be on his trail. That ain't what fuck.
I don't know what. All I know is what history has said, man. And that man's been successful breeding his own shit, matching his own shit, and conditioning his own shit. Yep. That I know.
The guy has.
I feed a couple of his dogs a day. Love them to death.
Yeah. I've got some of that blood today. I had
love them to death. Wouldn't trade them for shit.
I had a sister to Bo. I had dogs off of her and Sweet Pea. I actually saw Sweet Pea. He was a very good dog. I've never been a hater about stuff like that. I've never been that way. I've never gone out there and just shit talk somebody for the sake of shit talking them, and that's it. And I don't play the elderly card either, Mike. Okay, because you know what, man? It's just like that shit with that poor old fucking Stony guy. Okay, and that shit was all on fucking YouTube. Call the police. He pushed me. Blah blah blah. Well, fuck, man. You start a fight with the motherfucker, and then you want somebody to call the police. Come on, man. That the kind of guys you run with, man?
Let me say this. I run with Bill, and I'm gonna continue to fuck with Bill. Well, now I'm gonna say, I don't know how old you is, man. I don't know. Listen, hold on. Me and Bill, two different people. Now, me and Bill had disagreements. We didn't argue face to face. Took everything in my power not to do something stupid. But that's my dude, and I'm glad that I didn't. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a fuck how old I am. I'm almost 70 years old. I will split you. I promise you I will. Because that's how I'm built. You think I'm gonna let a young motherfucker put his hands on me?
No.
Got me fucked up.
You think I would?
I would never let a motherfucker do that. I live my life by that, man. And so I'm gonna tell you like this: that Stone Shark shit. He didn't like what Bill said because that was a thing between him and Triple J, man. Triple J is just a good friend.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying, man? When people jump off in people's shit, they don't know what's going on. Now, if Bill went in his mouth and went to jail, everybody would be happy, huh?
No, nobody's happy for somebody. Okay. Yeah. Only guys like Bill are happy when somebody goes to fucking jail. Nobody else is happy when somebody goes to jail or when they get in trouble or nobody fucking.
And everybody would have been saying, "Oh, he shouldn't have did that. He know he's too old for that shit."
Yeah, he is too old for that shit.
Like Dan ain't.
Yeah. Well,
I'm built different. I ain't like that.
I
That ain't
am.
who I am. I promise I ain't.
And
I just split a motherfucker for calling me a boy. You don't call me no boy.
I'll hurt a motherfucker if he thinks he's gonna put his hands on me.
You ain't gonna call me no boy in my face.
That
Pink motherfucker. I wish you would again. Then first thing come out his mouth with the blood dripping down his face, talking about I'm gonna call the police. That's what I thought, bitch. But you pulled up on me with a knife. And I split your ass with that aluminum bat.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about I ain't too old for none of this shit, man. I'm built for this shit. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm a down that.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I'm talking about me now.
Be fucking. You gonna fucking call a guy a rat? Fucking have your fucking proof and be about it. You know, that's all there is to it.
Man, in the life, man, and I don't care what part of the outlaw life you live, oftentimes you know who the it was, man.
Yeah.
And that's just a fact.
Yeah. Well,
and like I said, I tried to stay out of that. I even said that on the show because I knew how cool they was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when a friend does you, it hits different than if it's somebody you don't know.
I understand. That's the same thing with my friend, buddy. That's the same thing with my friend, you know, and that's the difference, you know. I'm
the first motherfucker. Man, I hate doing this shit because
man, but
it's superficial, man. I try not to get caught up in people's words that's sitting at the kitchen table on their mama's bed and talking shit. They do it not just in this community, they do it in all of them, man. You know, and it's, at my age, see, I'm not used to this kind of shit.
Yeah.
You see?
Well, I'm not
I don't understand no motherfucker calling a motherfucker out and talking shit to a motherfucker he wouldn't do to his face.
Yeah.
Because most motherfuckers ain't built like what come out their mouth. That's just a fact. Often, I done seen too many times. You know how many times I've seen a motherfucker get smacked in the penitentiary talking about he was this, that, and other, and they go cry?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I've seen it time and time again, man.
Yep, I've seen it too, man. You know, and
what I'm saying is, you see this shit that go on, the motherfuckers talking all this, got all this thunder and lightning going on. Nobody scared of no storm, nigga.
Yeah. Well,
I'm telling you how I'm built. I wouldn't give a fuck who you was.
Yeah. Well, none of that makes sense.
Motherfucker step to me, better step correctly. I'm an old man. I ain't got time to fuck with you. Know that.
Yeah.
And I done lived my life, so I don't give a fuck. I'm going down just like a dog.
Yeah. They all
stand on that, man.
Yeah. Well, one day you're gonna run into somebody that sees the world through the same fucking eyes you do, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna never cower to a motherfucker, man, young or old.
But that's not the point. That's not the point, man. The point is you're gonna fucking get online and call a motherfucker a snitch, have fucking proof, and that's it. And if you ain't,
people can take with that whatever they want to, and I'm gonna stay out of that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's convenient. Yeah, right is right and wrong is wrong. That's it.
I've read those articles, man. I've seen that shit, man. And how that shit was spelled out in them articles, man. It just, come on, man. I don't know what you've been involved in because I don't know you, don't know about you, and don't know none of that. But I know this. When I read an article, it's just like if the feds come to my house and they wind up coming to yours.
Yeah.
Something going on.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. That's just what it is. And it's been spelled out time and time again in them articles.
Listen.
So I don't know, man. All I can know is what I can draw from that.
People can go to somebody's house, but not a text message or a fucking phone call.
Oh, well, the feds don't operate like that.
Yeah, they do.
Feds don't operate like that.
Yeah, they do. They go.
Nah, they don't. Feds put in time on the case, man. They don't just come and arbitrarily show up at your door. That's not the feds, man. You might get the local PD to do that. Feds don't operate like that.
They absolutely do. They fucking
you can't convince me. I done dealt with them. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. Listen, man, they pulled me. They caught me out in Colorado. I caught myself on the run. They caught my sister's house. Right? These the feds. Everybody else been picked up. I said, I got to go.
Yeah.
All my people was picked up. I got to go. The catch should come before the hanging. Mike, they ain't going. So I go out there. My niece called me. Said a marshal called. Said, you need to call him.
Yeah.
So I called some people. They said, go ahead and talk to him. I don't think they really got nothing on you. So I called him. He said, man, I could have kicked your door in, but I think you need to come talk to me. Now, one thing I know about the police, because you got to be thinking when you fucking with them, because they professionals. Understand that. They ain't no fly-by-night type motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So what I realized is if they had some on me, they've been pulling me from a sale, not from my mama's house.
Yeah.
So anything that I say, even if it's about another motherfucker, I can't tell on you without telling on me. I got to implicate myself then.
Yeah.
So the best thing you can do is just deny anything.
Right.
They had pictures and everything. Listen, man, I'm talking about when they investigate for years. Sometimes it might be 10 years.
Yeah.
And they're going to come at the weakest link in the chain.
Yeah. No,
They smart people, man.
Right.
Anybody that thinks that them people is fools, you need to stay away from them. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because they ain't stupid by far.
But see, nowadays, they fucking go and they take your shit and they get you, and then they fucking build their evidence on you. And it's happened all across the country. It's happened with people all across the country right now. So it's, that may have been how it was fucking 20 years ago, but man, that's not how it is now. Listen, man, you're a good guy, man. You know what? I know you back your buddy. I back my buddy too. And I just say, if you're going to fucking throw shade, throw some fucking paperwork up there. You know what I mean, man? And fucking don't, guys, fucking mouth. Okay.
But see what you got to realize, this is social media, Bub. I told you when you first came on, right? Because I didn't know you. Yeah. Bill sent me the link. Right? He sent me the link. Go over there and check your shit out. So I go over there, and the first thing I said in there, this when you was talking to Jed, I don't even think you was paying attention to the live. I was the only person there.
Yeah.
And I said, welcome to the Matrix.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is. This is not bulldogging. This is social media.
Right.
And when you get on social media, you're going to hear and see a whole bunch of shit that you can't control.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you saying post this and do that and do that. Ain't nobody got to do all that. It's going to continue on. So you just well settle in the seat and keep on riding. That's the best thing I can tell you.
But
Tay Reed, what up?
What's good, Famo?
The guys
Talk to us.
That's
he got booted.
Oh yeah, bad service or something. Fucking dead spot. Or a phone call, some shit. That's when I get booted all the time. Nobody calls me all day, and then the minute I'm online, I get fucking 20 phone calls.
Man, I'm glad you guys got a chance to hash it out, man. That was, see how beautiful it can be? Yeah, it's a little stressful. But you guys got a chance to hash that shit out, man. That was beautiful, man.
Listen, I know he's a good guy. He's still angry. I'm still angry. He still backs his friend. I back my friend.
Yeah, and that's what it's about.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna stand on that, man. That man been good to me, man. Like I don't see all this like they talking these racial cards and all that shit with him, man. The majority of people fuck with Bill is black. The majority, and it's been like that for quite a while.
I don't know anything about that. The majority of people.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about in generalization how this shit be that, and all that shit. That man that gave me good dogs, man. Gave them to me. Gave me the pick of the litter off that killer dog. That was one of the best married bred dogs in this country. I'm just saying. Yeah. And the man gave me the pick of the litter.
Look, man, it's just like he's fucking helped me so much. Taught me how to freeze and store sperm, do all that shit during the pandemic. He didn't even have to open his doors for us, man, and was gracious. So I mean, I've known the guy even fucking Fat Bill is like, man, you need to quit fucking around and get you some Garner dogs. That's what fucking Fat Bill told me in the 90s.
I can believe that.
You
He
know?
told me he used to write for him in the AGDT.
Yeah, I did. I didn't know shit. I was telling
He
everybody.
told me you were young. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I go down there, fucking do an interview with Bobby Smith, and Bobby Smith tells me this shit like fucking he 2-dog grand champion Badger and tied his mouth shut with a pair of pantyhose and 2-dogged him for 110. Man, I wrote everything just like he fucking told me. I sent it to Bill, and Bill's like, God damn, man. We was laughing about it, you know.
Yeah.
But I looked up to him, bud, and he is just, man, you know what? Listen, you, you, you can't, I know trouble happens with these dogs, but man, when you love them, you can't give up. You can't fucking, you still got to be what you're going to be. You know what I mean, man? You know, and
Oh,
that's,
yeah, no doubt.
and that's it, you know. And if you don't want to be around the dogs, then fucking get rid of them. Get rid of them. Don't be around them. But man, you know what? Don't fucking don't be a fucking poster boy for PETA. Don't do any of that bullshit. Don't fucking don't do it. Just walk away, leave. I know he still wants to be involved in the dogs. He just feels like he's old geezer and he can't do it. I get it.
Well,
That's
you know
why
what, man? Bill wrote that book, right? And Bill gave a truth to everybody. And I don't know if people paid attention to it. What the most thing I took away from that is the losses you're gonna take in this life, man, that you could possibly take in these lives just for doing what you're doing. You can lose your family, you can lose your freedom, you can lose it all. You're putting it all on the line.
Yeah.
I've put it on the line since I was 9 years old in the pool room, man. I know what it is. I understood that and I respected that. You know, that man ain't trying to go to jail in this time, in his lifetime.
No.
That man got some good dogs, man. I can't take that from him.
I don't.
can't not take that from him. And
I
all
don't-
that trait shit, I heard you say that. I've been saying that for the longest. Hell, he even called me one day, said, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
Come on, man. They need to knock it off. It go like that. Y'all hearing it from a guy that breeds dogs. I'm not the breeder. I take my hats off to breeders. I'm not a breeder. But I'm just telling you, man, don't get off into that shit, man. You ain't whipping something up behind the barn. Shit.
Yeah, that shit don't fucking fly. And you ain't no fucking scientist or fucking no matter coming up with nothing. You know what I mean, man? You know, people, listen, I live these fucking dogs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I ain't never had a vacation in my fucking life. I've lost my wife. I've lost everything. This dogs are fucking unimportant to me when it comes down to the fucking self-respect as a man who's fucking been there and had his fair share of troubles. You know what I mean, man? And it just, I'm fucking done listening with this bullshit, you know. And you're a good guy. I know you're a good guy. And man, you know, I don't know what to tell you on that.
Yeah,
you know?
well, you know, nothing's gonna change. People gonna say and do a lot of things that people ain't gonna agree with on this social media. It happens every day.
Yeah.
Some of it stays, some of it ain't. You know, you just got to read through the lines, man, and keep it moving. You can't get caught up in this shit, man.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? You know, when he asked me to stay out of that shit,
you can't cross.
I try my best to do it, man, but I'm built a little different. I got to confront shit when it happens, man. Just for me, you know, my sanity, you know, my blood pressure, you know, because I'm gonna sit there and stew in that shit, and they ain't gonna do me no good.
Yeah,
I've been there 70 years old. What the fuck I'm gonna do that for? But anyway, man, you know, just know you can't stop nobody from saying nothing.
No,
you ain't gotta like it, but you can't. It ain't gonna stop.
No, it won't.
So,
but if you call somebody a rat, you better have proof.
Yeah.
And not just my wife said so. You better document.
Well, I trust in my friend, man. That's just my friend. That's my dude. You know, I stand on that. I ain't changing on that. He ain't done nothing to me to change on that. You know, sometimes you got to make an evaluation for yourself. You know, I go down there quite often over the past few years. You know, went down there even just to help me make a breed one time. Just like you be up here to help me breed mine. We interact a lot, man. So you can kind of tell when somebody has some feelings about some things, man.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't gonna get that on here. But when you with somebody personally, man, see, I can see them things.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
So I'm good with it, man. Somebody else ain't got to be. Mike Dan good with it.
Yeah.
And I stand on that.
Yeah. Well, I'm the same. I ride with my boy, man. Till they prove me wrong, then I'm with my boy, and that's how.
All right. Then we can leave that at that.
Okay, I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Appreciate it, Buck.
Okay. Take care.
Yes, sir. Hey, you know, on a good dog note, because we was talking about that haystack. You know, I can't let you slip off here with this haystack. You know, let's talk about it, man. This line, and what are we looking at here for the consumers that came for the dogs?
Man, that was Garner's work, bud. You know, I mean, I bred the mama and the daddy, but Garner bred him, bud. You know, see, and that's the thing, man. There's plenty of fucking credit to go around for everybody, right? Like,
Right.
I don't have to jump in there and fucking say, "Oh yeah, that's all my stuff." Hey, you know, naturally, I'm fucking biased for stuff that goes back to dogs that I know about. You know what I mean, man? Over something I don't know about, right? So,
Right.
you know, like when you get me on looking at something at Garner's yard, I'm interested in haystack and fucking, you know, even the stuff down from Titeray that goes back to all my stuff. And I'm and
Oh, you're in
and
the back. You're in the back of there too, huh?
yeah, I'm
Okay. That, I mean, it's good to know, because
hand
like we
throws.
talk about these channels, we talk about a lot of stuff, and the social media, we know it's a whole different world. But me personally, I like to give credit where credit is due. People that actually help, you know, cultivate the breed more than just get up on here trying to get likes and views, because it's very rare that you find somebody that actually genuinely loves this shit. Like you said, you lost your wife, you know, like that's a bulldog, man. You know, I'm not telling everybody to go lose your wife, but
Yeah, I'd
that
rather,
is a bulldog, man.
yeah,
You
you know,
know,
I'd rather be living in America than here, but I'm here for my dogs, and
right,
that's I'd rather be any place in America than here. That's my country. I love it. I miss it. You know what I mean, man? You know, but I'm here because it's the best place for the dogs, and I've got a great kennel set up, and it's nice and professional, and it's all clean and fucking good, and it's what it needs to be, you know. So it just one of them things, man, that see, but that's me too. Like, I'm not trying to take credit for haystack or do any of that stuff.
right.
It's that Miss Mouth bitch, that's the mom to Santos. There's a bunch of good dogs come down from Santos. You know what I mean, man? And his sister, the one that Vinny had, Miss Spike, she produced a bunch of really good dogs, man. You know, and then, you know, and then fucking I've had a bunch of dealings with Vinny too. And, you know, we're kind of in each other's pedigrees a little bit, you know, so it is what it is. You know what I mean, man? You know, and I don't need to be the big shot. That's why when you see on my yard, I talk very little about my dogs. I might share a breeding or some shit like that or some pictures, but you know, as far as running my mouth, I don't do that, man. I'm just fucking done. If you're on the West Coast and you're out here, you'll know. If you ain't out here, you ain't gonna know. And I don't care if you know. You know, and that's just how it is. You know, and you're out here a little bit, but you know what I
No,
mean?
I'm out here. Hey, Washington, we West Coast. We rep the West Coast to the fullest, you know.
Yeah. So,
We rep the West Coast to the fullest.
you know, but down here it's different. You know what I mean, man? So
Right. I don't think West Coast dog men get enough credit. Like, you know, I hear a lot of, and it's in these YouTube spaces, you know, they really give the kudos to the East Coast and to the down south. And, you know, and me growing up, I knew a lot of good dog men, although I really didn't care about what was going on in the whole entire world. You know, that was enough for me to chew off, you know, in my own region. But I ran across a lot of good dog men that, you know, they don't get that credibility. And I think a lot of stuff was pioneered out here that people don't really know about, you know. But you know. Hey, Tay
Hey
Reed, it
man,
says device not connected. What up, S14?
no. But I just wanted to, if everybody can address the chat, right? Casino Life
Hello,
Prayers.
can you hear me?
He says, I'm back because S14 gone. Now, going into 2025, right? What does everybody think about that? Let's go ahead and chime in. But what do y'all think about that? Go ahead and ask the motherfucking chat. What does the chat think about what Perez said?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he ain't far away. He could probably chime in and tell you exactly what he think about it. You know, all I know, it's a lot of smoke. This is the environment that we in. These are the type of dogs. You know, it brings macho men. You know, we gotta
No. It's
understand
not.
this. We
It's not
don't
even
butt
about
heads.
macho man. It's just about friendly competition and just doing just comparing notes.
He said that he's back. I'm finna leave.
Who said that?
Casino Life Prayers.
Oh, he said that about me.
Nah, he said S14.
Oh,
Hey, I like to keep the shit open because, you know, like I said, when I came back, you know, if there was any type of scrutiny or any, you know, people had all these months to bring it out to the forefront, and you know, that's what I believe it. That's where it should be. You shouldn't be hiding shit as a dog man. You shouldn't
no,
be scamming people. Like, all of this
right,
stuff is public information. So
right.
I let the platform be known. You know, I let people up
Hey, and
within the certain parameters. S14 be kind of wilding sometimes, so you know, depending on what the topic is for the day, you know, we got to keep him a little censored sometimes. But other than that, man, we let everybody up. You know, even if you don't like me, if I said something about Red Boy that you didn't like or you disagree, that's what we want to promote. We want to promote those debates, more or less, not arguing, but more debates. If I can
yeah,
do that, I think my channel will be a better place for people to learn. If you disagree, you might like this, you might like that. You think this, you disagree. Let's have that conversation. You know, that's what I
Yeah,
want.
man.
the
That's
Yeah.
what
problem,
I
For
the
want
real.
for New
problem,
Year's. If you guys could give me that for New Year's, that's what I want, y'all.
the
I swear.
hey,
No, for real. And then one thing about S14 respect everybody, right? But you got this guy, you got certain guys that take shots at S14, right? S14 just trying to network and do things the proper way. S14 don't approve of rads and certain other activities. But when you got certain niggas like Casino Prez, he says that I'm way too internet. Now state your claim, sir. I mean, if not, you a bitch ass nigga, and that's for
Oh, see,
2025.
here we go. Yeah, damn.
yeah,
Ooh, hey, you guys, boy, I
yeah.
tell you, man.
Hey, listen, man. Like Mike Dan, you can tell he's a good old guy, right? Like you can tell he's a nice guy. But you know what, man? And he ain't gonna change for his friend, and I ain't changing for mine unless they post some fucking paperwork, which they never gonna happen. So it just one of them things, man. That um,
Have you, I mean, I don't want to get into it. You could skip this question if you want, but have you asked him about it?
yeah, me and him.
Because my guy, most of my friends, the guys that I consider my friends, if there were some type of allegations out like that, and if it got enough traction, I would ask them about it.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
Yeah. No. Hey, it's not my place to ask him.
No,
It's
that's
his
fair.
place.
That's fair.
That's his place to post it. He got it. He's online with the fucking papers in the hand, flashing them. You know what I mean? You got to post it. You got a magazine.
Because
a scanner.
Now I could tell you what one of my friends said, and that he was on the man's yard, and I don't know how I would feel if somebody was on my yard because I don't have a yard like that. But he was on the man's yard, and he asked him about it.
Yeah.
And he said that he told dude he could leave immediately. He was like, you can leave immediately. You know, he didn't answer the question.
Well,
he just said, you know what, you can leave immediately.
That's answering the question, man. That's saying go fuck yourself. If you come to my yard asking me that shit, you can get the fuck out of here. That's answering the question about as good as you can answer it. You know what I mean, man? You know, and you know, that's fucking.
Yeah. Yeah,
hey,
man, you
listen,
know. Like I said, I ain't gonna fish for it.
The guy that fucking that makes the claim has to provide the proof. That's how it goes, buddy. You know what I mean, man? You know, you think your old lady's cheating on you? You better fucking know for sure, right? You know, you don't go to the fucking every random guy and say, hey, you fucking my old lady. No, man, you better know something. And that's how that goes. So,
that's fair.
It ain't gonna that's how it works, you know. So that and especially when you're on a current affair and all that bullshit, and then it's a smoke screen, man. Listen, that dude wanted to be famous. He wanted to be Mr. fucking shit, and it just didn't work out for him. You know what I mean, man? You know, and that's, I tell you, man, you can't be crazy and doing all kinds of stupid shit in America. You
Hey,
can't
big
do that,
big
there,
homie,
man.
big homie Rodney, big homie Rodney. I got a question for you, big dog. I got a question for you, big homie.
It's good, you know. So I got 74 degree weather right now. So
hey, big homie, big homie, I got a question for you, dog. Hey.
I get fucking 1,500 pounds of chicken for $250.
Yeah. Hey, big dog.
That means everything. You there, Buck?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Buck, can you hear me? S14, you there, man?
Yeah, big homie.
You can't hear us.
Yes, not.
I just had a question, you know.
He can't hear you. He can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Oh, all right.
Yeah, he couldn't hear you.
I
man, look, you got to hash it out. You know, everybody got to hash shit out. I don't really care. I'm not going to chase him down, trying to find the paperwork and shit. I left it alone. Really. You know, if you really want to know. I didn't look the shit up. It's supposed to be public information or whatever. You know, I didn't look it up. People throw me under the bus. They call me a rat when I never snitched on anybody in my whole fucking life. You know, so I guess that's just a thing that goes on. I mean, I would do the due diligence even when I said the flamingo was a rat and the rat shit that he did. I showed you exactly what the fuck I was talking about, you know, and you can decide for yourself if that's what it is, you know. This is all a community. We can't act like it's not. And my line has been open, you know. Now we were on here really cooking. Then no, it's not the time for that. But it was just one of them moments where we was just freestyling on the joint, You know what I'm saying? Vito Rashad, you dig? So just my disclaimer, man, before anybody feels some type of way with Buck City, I got better shit to do. But yeah, you know how I roll, man. You know, I don't want nobody to shed no blood, no matter what it is. You know, if somebody did something wrong, just like me, if I was a rat, bro, I would step down. Honestly, I would step down. I wouldn't have no YouTube. Now, if I did have a YouTube, it wouldn't be for dogs. It would be, you know, I'd just be talking about relationships or some shit, you know, shit like that. If I had a YouTube, I would not be in the game dogs and be a rat because of the history of these dogs. And, you know, I think it would be disrespectful to, you know, who I am, you know, as a person. I couldn't do it. I would step down, you know, and that's that. Salute everybody that pulled up though. You know, it's always a good show. He said he's pro bloodshed. Now and I get it. Sometimes that shit, that's why I be hoping, even though these beefs go on, I be hoping, you know, nobody get to each other. You know, we just hope they stay in their own state. You stay in your own state, you know. It's gonna be a lot of cross pollinating. Like I told you, I'm trying to hit up these dog shows. I'm trying to make this shit work, make that magazine work, you know, so we can afford to dip to some of these dog shows with the Team Mike shit on, with the Swamper shit on, you know. We can get it in and make this a positive thing, you know. That's what I like. 2025 is looking bright. But me personally, I still don't believe, and it doesn't even matter what I believe, because people got different morals. People live by different standards. I can't expect everybody to live by my standard, because if I gotta walk main line, you know, and I go to jail and my neighborhood's in there, wherever I'm from, and I got a snitch jacket on, you know, they're not gonna be wanting to sit at the table with me. They're not gonna want to be facing all the reprimand from wherever else and whatever other politics that's going on in there, you know. Oh, Vito, yeah, nah, that's dope. I seen a lot of Bolio up in there. That Mr. Break shit was nice. Um, you got a lot. I think you got that Slaughter Boyles, I believe, was on the bottom. You know, that's a good bred dog. Good bred dog. And if they come from some good shit, you know, it's something that's, you know, from a good camp, that's all better. That's all better for you, man. Yeah, nah, I can't, bro. I'm telling you what I can't do. Now, everybody's life ain't like that, Prophet Google. Everybody's life ain't like that. I can't do that. They, you know, I done been through too much, you know. Like I said, you motherfuckers saw me on the news for dog fighting, and you know, dog bus, dog fighting ring and shit, you know, whatever you guys saw me on the news for, you know, I've been on the news for shootouts too. You feel me? It's just one of them things. It happens. So, I mean, yeah, I don't talk about it all the time. What's there to talk about? What's there to talk about? You just tell everybody you're a gangster? You know, what is that going to solve? People still going to talk shit. They don't know who they're talking to on the internet. You feel me? So, I don't be flexing. That's a lifestyle I don't live no more. I'm a soccer dad now. I just like to play around with my kids and do other things, man. I'm not trying to live that life, that negativity, the losses, you know, it's expensive, man. It's an expensive habit, man. Living that life is an expensive habit, and some people pay with their life. You know, unfortunately, I changed my whole life. Said, "I fuck it, I'm gonna do these dogs." You know, that's what we gonna do. You know, And then boom, they still fuck with you. So it don't matter what it is, you know. It don't matter. You just keep reinventing. It's gonna be a lifetime struggle. They always gonna fuck with you. They told me the biggest cutthroats are in the corporate world anyway, in the business world. There's more cutthroats in there coming after your assets and your money and trying to sue you and, you know, cutthroat type of shit, trying to get your business shut down, you know. You dig? New Year's, man. New Year's. Let's do some good shit. Some of them channels out there, you talking about you want to grow a channel, shit. Get a good interview. I'll do some interviews. I want to do some interviews because I want to be able to post it on my shit too. I want to see how it came out. I don't know how it's gonna come out. I don't know how you're gonna ask me the questions. I don't know what order you're gonna ask me the questions. I just care about the genuine answers that I give, and I think it's gonna be a good interview. Tap in. You want the magazine? Tap in. Advertisement. Tap in. All that good shit. The brother he asked that I do the commercial. I told him shit. I did that motherfucker 3 times, man. We got a nice little thing going on. Let me see. Hold up. Get that. Let me get that piece back up here. Let me get that piece back up here. You dig?
If you are into the amazing world of the Pit Bull Terrier, you need to order your copy of My Life and Times with the American Pit Bull Terrier by James Crenshaw. This hardbound book consists of 248 pages and includes many famous dogs owned and conditioned by James Crenshaw. The book also includes James Crenshaw's full keep, plus all his conditioning and selection methods. Don't miss out on this ultimate guide for game and sporting dog owners. Order your brand new copy for only $250 and learn the proper technique for keeping game dogs.
Yes. Hey, don't be mad at us. He said what? He said, "Buck that dude a fraud, man." What y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking about now? Get it in. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. He said Morris Alfonso Wood robbed me. Don't do that. Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, you gotta call in, brother, with this info. You gotta call in. Tap in, hit me up, talk to me. You know, what's going on? Talk to me. Call in. We can't just, you know, gotta get where the receipts. Let's bring the receipts. Bring it out. Everything's up for scrutiny. Everything's up for scrutiny, man. He said, do a Jerry Springer edition. Man, hey, reach out to me. Reach out to me, man. We're gonna put that together. Put it together. But I got a solution. I got a major solution. Get that magazine. Get that magazine, y'all. Mike Dan, salute. Hey, happy new year, everybody. I don't know what I'm doing later, but if I don't top it up with y'all, if I don't drop no video, no more this year. This one was epic. A lot of good shit in there. A lot of you see what the new year is gonna be. We ain't gonna hold nothing back. We're gonna keep hitting them with that content from all different angles. And now we're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up. The Shea Carter Breadwinner's Kennel. I got your line on here. We're gonna set it up. I'm gonna get you and the brother on there. That way, we can iron it out and find out what's what. Find out what needs to be done, and to make sure that I'm not flying no fugazi advertisements. We got to make sure that, so I got it, and I'm gonna hit both parties up with them links, and we're gonna come up and iron it out. It's gonna be like a people's court. You dig? People's Court, Buck City, backstage. See, this is some of that members only shit. Remember when I told y'all? Members only. Because it might be something that we got to cut out of there. Feel me? It might not ever come out. But members only, you get to check that out. We're going to get it, man. Live life real. What up, brother? Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Bank statement. Going hard. Hey, good to see y'all brothers, man. I know I'm just talking shit. Scuffed y'all up. I remember y'all tried to jump me on the panel. Scuffed you old guys up. Nah, man. Much love, man, to your channel, everything you do, all the contributions to the game, to the YouTube sector. We didn't always see eye to eye, but we all don't see eye to eye, man. Everybody ain't gonna see eye to eye. But what is the most is that we keep scratching, we keep coming in. We don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. Everybody to live their life out to the fullest. Live as long as you want, never want as long as you live, man. That was a sin for the P. Sin for the P. I'm gonna use that. I like that. Live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. That's a good one. Yeah, we're gonna do a little people's court, man, because I'm gonna iron that out. Like I said, a guy, and if it's solid, everything is solid. I'm gonna promote it even more because I'm all about people doing their shit. But if there was something that wasn't right, I owe it to the community, and so that we know that everything is 1,000. We know everything is 1,000. That's what it is. Don't matter what, even if it's a stud I'm promoting, anything in the book, anything, man, any bad shit, I got to bring it to the forefront. Misunderstandings, hey, we got to clear those up. If it's a misunderstanding about some type of business or some functions that's going on, we got to make sure that we do it right, y'all. He said, my dog is gassed up today. Neighborhood dogs better look out. Hey, 2 number 2s. Yeah, be back in the new year, man. That's good, man. get back on y'all's thing, you know, doing the right thing, you know, promoting the dogs, giving the history of the dogs, whatever people choose to do with their channel. Buck City don't care. I don't care what y'all do. Especially if you rocking with me. You're already rocking. Do you. Come get that interview though. I'm itching to do, you know, 2-3 interviews, see how they come out, get my shit out there. Let me talk about my magazine and what went into it and whatnot. Talk about the dogs, how I got into the dogs, the YouTube. You know, you could even bring up some of the YouTube beefs, you know, bring up a little bit of that. How did that go real briefly? You know, it'd be a good interview, man. If you're a big channel or you're just trying to get going, you know, I think it'd be a good idea. You might want to hit me up. No. But hey, Prophet Google with the super chat. With the super chat. Hold up. Let me get that up there. Prophet Google, man, appreciate you for the support. He said, get that magazine.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win, ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win, ain't tryna lose.
Man, it's good to get that support just unexpectedly. It ain't like we just doing it just for the support, just being genuine. I try to say it. You don't have to think about it. Of course, we know this is business-based, supplies, everything, time, everything is money. So it's well appreciated, but just digging deep into something, not looking for really a return, just for somebody to appreciate it. It's nothing better than that. It's nothing better than that. I remember this. You guys remember this? Race to 10,000. You know, we killed that. We killed that. You guys saw it. We saw it in real time. We saw the growth, everything that came with it. Appreciate you though, Prophet Google, for the donation. We getting it, man. Oh, that War Phony Mafia Myers. Hey, very, very nice. They're looking very nice. Them little puppies. They looking real good. Let me see. Let me see. I had a picture of them little jokers. It must be in my other phone. I left my other phone upstairs. But nah, they looking good. Them jokers is looking good. You know, that's a good breeding put together by some well-experienced guys. Mafia, that bitch. She could stay around for a nice haul. Oh yeah, OG Loco shit will go real good with that Michael Myers on that OG Loco with that old family. I think that's a nice little nice line. I think that's a nice line, that Michael Myers crossing with that OG Loco stuff. It's been a lot of those dogs that, and like I said, it takes time because that breeding was done. I think it was done in 2018 or 2019. One of those years when me and OG hooked up and did that breeding. But over the years, you know, they've been able to produce some good dogs, bred back different ways, back to the old family, producing good dogs. Salute to OG, man. He's definitely putting in that good work. Tap in. Tap in. Cracking is cracking. Tap in. Lamont Grant, what up? Tap in. You guys know how to tap in. We can get it out here. Oh, that mail you got. Yeah, nah, that's what's up. But anyway, smack that like button, smash that subscribe. You know what it do. It helps the channel the most when you do that. We'll see y'all on the next one. Buck City, I'm out.